There we go. Is the mic on all the things? Yeah, desktop audio's not on. I'm not watching anything. Wait, let me just finish this.
Right, so first we're going to talk about what?
That one, that one fine ass lunch lady that we wish we had in our school. Is it rape? Would you call that rape?
Well, first of all, the lunch lady didn't. She technically didn't rape him. She just like sent him a bunch of nudes, right?
Supposedly they're saying that there's more that went on that. But here's my thing, bro. If your penis gets hard and then you insert that penis into something and then you're calling it rape, I mean, unless you're the one raping, right? I feel like you.
Like the statutory part, right?
No. Nah, bro. I feel like you can't rape the willing.
No, you can't.
Can't rape the willing, bro. If your dick gets hard, to go into a vagina, and you're literally going like this way. You're literally going like this, I mean. You are.
Yeah.
They're not pushing your ass, bro. You know what I mean? You're literally doing this way. I don't think that's rape, bro.
If that's the victim, right? If that's the victim. The one thrusting is the victim.
Exactly. If the one thrusting is the... Yes, thank you.
You can't thrust and be a victim.
You can't thrust and be a victim, bro. You can't thrust and be a victim.
Bro.
Your dick can't get hard and be like, yo, well, I didn't want it. Well, why'd your dick get hard? Like, if you're getting raped up the ass, right?
You're probably not going to be hard.
Forcefully raped. You're probably not liking that shit, you know what I mean?
You're not going to be hard.
According to gay guys, you'd be like, you'd be surprised. It feels good in there, they say. Find out. I'm like, I'm scared to, all right? What if I do like it?
What if you do?
That's the thing. There's enough gay guys out there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the consensus. You know? I'm pretty sure it does feel good, you know? Imagine if they're just doing it to spite everyone. Like, it doesn't even feel good. Gay sex doesn't even feel good, right? Like, they're just like, fuck the world.
You, Dad.
Fuck you, Dad. If gay sex did not feel good, bro.
That's wild.
That would be crazy.
But keep in mind, you feel good when you take a shit. But then again, everything is relaxed. Yeah. Everything is relaxed. So.
Yeah, it's going out, not in.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Everything is relaxed.
Yeah. Because it does feel good when you're taking a shit.
Oh, it feels great.
Yeah, amazing. Like such a sense of relief.
But there is painful ones.
Of course. Now you gotta like spread and spit on your asshole a little bit.
Take a couple deep breaths.
hot. Yeah, 100%. And you were saying there was another one?
So yeah. So there was like a 12-year-old or 13-year-old who was like, this is what I'm talking about, like statutory rape, right?
Yeah.
He was raped, allegedly, by this, I guess like a 30-year-old, but she's not gonna be, and she's not gonna be charged. So like, bro, that's wild. Cause they're like,
cause she got this.
She fucked a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old.
Did she
pregnant.
fuck them, or did who was doing the thrusting here?
That's the thing.
Who was doing the thrusting, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but is this kid financially responsible for that baby now?
I don't know. He's fucking
loving his life.
No, he seems to. According to the mom, because there was a mom interview.
Los pinches perros estaban aquí y te comieron tu chocolate.
Ah,
sí.
¿No cerraste la puerta?
Mira.
No cerrar la puerta.
Pinches perros.
Me la vio.
Pues
no
sí.
me la trae, hombre.
No, ya no. Tírala.
No, they'll feel it later, bro. They'll feel it later,
Tírala.
Yeah.
¿Te no viste un gel ahí? Estaba ahí un gel.
No, aquí no está.
Aquí está.
casa, mijo.
Sí, pinches perros. Sorry.
No, de modo.
Ya lo madreé.
Ay, ¿qué culpa tiene? Son perritos.
Tienen toda la culpa de ser perros. Si tú crees en Dios, entonces ¿por qué Dios los hizo perros?
Dios hizo perro, ¿para qué crees? Tu macona como...
Yo no creo en Dios, si me hizo perro.
Como su mejor amigo.
¿Tú crees?
Sí.
¿No fue por castigo?
No.
Entonces ¿por qué no lo ponen aquí como humano?
Ah, no mames. Es para que...
Right, es un castigo, ¿no?
Por eso le crean pues, como tú.
Es un castigo ser perro.
Yeah.
Horny perro.
Horny
That's
bitch.
crazy, bro. So the kid gets. Let's find this. Let's find this fucking article, bro. That's interesting, bro. That is interesting.
I'm surprised you haven't heard about it.
No, I haven't. YouTube.
30-year-old pregnant with 12-year-old.
Thirty-year-old pregnant, by 19-year-old.
No, 12.
12-year-old. Okay, that's a little weird.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
30-year-old with a 12-year-old. 11-year-old girl allergic to the sun. No. 30-year-old pregnant by 12-year-old. An NBA legend got a 12-year-old girl pregnant. What?
Just put a 30-year-old
Woman
pregnant, and then just put delete bites or just write after that like no sentence or no.
No jail.
Yeah. There you go. It's that first one. 31-year-old.
13-year-old boy.
This can't be right.
Trouble with your taxes. This looks thicker than a Snicker too, though.
You know,
Alright, what's up with YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video. So listen, man, I got a story today that's very, very weird, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of y'all will agree with me on this. But basically, long story short, it's a lady by the name of Andrea. She's 31 years old, and she actually got pregnant by a 13-year-old little boy. And yes, I said little boy.
I don't know their job, but she's not getting jail time, so she could be sentenced and she could be prosecuted. Right?
She's not facing jail time.
But she has to. What I did read was she has to like register as a sex offender.
Okay.
So other than that, no jail time.
So she's just registered as a sex offender.
Yeah.
What if it was the other way around though?
No, that motherfucker would be in jail for a while. I think I'd probably get murked in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's different.
It's different.
It's different. Even the law sees it as different.
Which is crazy.
Well, I don't know. I think it's kind of
No, what, bro?
Homie.
No, it's not. It has to be. It should be equal, right?
If you're doing the thrusting, my boy.
Yeah.
If you're fucking doing this, you're not being raped, bro.
Yeah. But that's the same thing, right? Because that could be the same argument for a girl that meets up a 40-year-old or whatever. A 15-year-old girl that meets someone that's older.
You think she's doing the thrusting?
Bro, she could be wet,
think
homie.
She's doing the
right?
thrusting? But is she doing the thrusting?
But is she...
She showed up. If she's on top riding it, maybe.
She showed up. She wanted it, and which is basically saying the same thing. You're thrusting. You want it, right?
Yeah.
That's the same shit, bro. Yeah, it should be the same fucking consequences. It should be. It should be. Just because you're a guy and you're like, well, fuck, if I was a 12-year-old and I fucked this fucking 30-year-old.
Yeah, because I know plenty of...
If I was that 12-year-old,
I know plenty of girls
bro, I'd
that...
be pissed,
bro, homie, I was talking to some whore, bro. Like, legit whore. I mean, she's all like, yeah, the first time I fucked my dad's friend. My first time I got fucked by my dad's friend.
Friend's dad?
My dad's friend.
Oh, okay.
So, like, her uncle or whatever, right? Yeah, you know what I mean? And she's like, but I liked it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I
mean?
mean?
But if anybody found out about that...
would have been all bad.
For the dude.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. It should be the same for her.
Yeah,
like, even though that whore wanted it,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Bitch
she wanted it.
And she's a whore now.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like prostitute.
But that has nothing to do with
it.
What I mean? At that age, she wanted it.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we're talking about. Yeah. At that age, she wanted it.
She's like, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel about it because I'm like, well, what do you think? Like, you don't think like he raped you or what? And I'm like, yeah, I guess you could think about it that way, but I liked it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's because but it's still rape, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
By the law, by the law, right? According to the law.
It's just. Yeah, I don't know. That's yeah, I get it. I understand.
So it should be the same punishment, whether it's a girl or a guy. It should be the same fucking punishment.
Just to protect the girls, I guess, right? But it is already bad if a guy does it to a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's already bad. Like so, like that's what I'm saying. Like.
But is that punishment enough? I don't think so.
For that lady?
No.
What do you mean?
No, this bitch gets no punishment, bro. She has to register as a sex offender. Everyone's gonna be
She's like, yeah, I like sex. Who doesn't?
Everyone's gonna look at that list and be like, well, I'm gonna go to her house. You know what I mean?
All the young motherfuckers. It's like, yeah, bro. Hey, I hear you can lose your virginity here.
So
just knock at her door.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. But when, even just the view, right? The view of that. If it was a dude, you'd be like, bro, get the fuck out of my neighborhood.
Yeah, okay. But I don't know. I think it's like the double standard for a guy, right? And me being a guy, and then, and remember being young and being like, yeah, fuck. Like this teacher's hot, bro. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit, bro. Like, I would totally. Bro, fucking so-and-so's mom, bro. You know what I mean? Like. I remember being 13 years old and fucking saying shit like that and wanting
and we're just looking.
Right? Wanting
just
it.
Even looking at
it. And
then
wanting it. Yeah, you know what I mean? But then I guess that's
But if they would have got caught, they would have been fucked.
But then again, that's also like same thing for the girls, right? Like the girls also want it and it's not right for them. So we have to uphold that double standard.
You
have to uphold that double standard.
So I say this bitch should get fucking jail time, bro.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
It's just like
just because she's pregnant, bro. That's not a good enough reason
to not
have jail time, bitch. You'll be taken care of in there. Perfect. That's better for you.
Yeah.
You get 3 meals a day.
You get to feed your baby.
You don't have to worry about fucking the rent. Like, you good, bro.
The doctor's right next door.
Exactly. Priorities, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a little torn on this, bro. Because, I feel like in that South Park episode, bro, where the fucking kindergartner gets fucking, hooks up with the kindergarten teacher. Kyle? Yeah, Kyle's little brother.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like talking, they're reporting to the cops, and they're like, wait, hold on. The blonde with the nice tits? You know what I mean? Nice. It's because it is like that, though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's crazy, bro. Yeah. It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, let's watch this shit.
A kid. She did this, and she ultimately ended up getting caught and ended up with a plea agreement that led her to not do no jail time at all. Now I'm very disgusted with this because if it was a man, we already know how this would go. This would be a whole outrage. The world would be going crazy right now. It'll make all type of headlines and everything. This is making headlines, but it's not as viral as it should be because it's a woman. We know how it is. It's the elephant in the room, and I'm just keeping it 100. If it was a man, we know this would go nationwide. It'll be in China. It'll be all over the world. You feel me? But yeah, she ended up with a plea agreement that led her to not be able to do no jail time, and she has full custody of the child, which is understandable because, I mean, where would the child go?
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah.
Especially with her being able to be free after doing this. You feel
Andrea's
me? So,
mom or?
Yeah, man, I got some updates. I don't know exactly what's going on with the updates. I just read a lot of stories and background about the situation, and I found these two videos.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, kid's already fucked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To begin with.
Literally, yo. Hey,
that kid.
Good for you, kid.
That kid. I thought you were talking about the fucking
the dad. I'm talking about the dad.
I was talking about the unborn kid.
The unborn kid. Yeah, I'm talking about the dad. Like why? Like it would be wrong to expect that bitch to have that kid raise that baby. You know what I mean? It would be. I think it'd be like, well, who's financially responsible, right?
Yo, bro, I don't know, but I think this kid should get out of child support. That's what I think.
No
child support.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There should be no like monetary liability for that fucking 13-year-old, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just want to know, were you doing this way, Or were you laying down on your back?
No.
Were you power bottom? You know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
Were you power bottom or were you doing this way?
I think if she's desperate enough to like fuck a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, bro, she's probably riding him.
She's probably doing. She's probably doing all the work, bro. Right? She's probably doing all the work.
She got desperate enough to like be like, "You got a date? Come over here." Like it's like no, she was riding him, bro. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. She rode him.
She rode him.
She rode.
So I have a story of an old friend of mine. I don't really talk to this dude no more, right? But he told me because he used to be like a little romantic guy and whatnot, like shy boy, and he would be in love with his neighbor, right? And his neighbor was this older chick that he was always trying to get at, right? Mm-hmm. And he finally gets at her, right? And then she's like, "Yeah, come over." So he sneaks in through the window and whatnot, and he tells me, "Yeah, bro, she wrapped her legs around me, bro." And I'm like, "Oh, so she fucked you, bro."
Yeah,
like,
bro.
So she did the fucking, dog. You know what I mean?
It happens. It happens.
But bro. he was already 18, 19, 18. He was already of age, bro.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, like, bitches that want dick, bro, they'll fucking take it, bro. Like, actually, as a matter of fact, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I was with this chick. And then she was like, "Just so you know, I fucked you." And I was like, "Whoa, dude! Like,
I'm the power bottom,
super emasculated, bro.
Super emasculated. That's why you're single, bitch. Just so you know, I fucked you."
But she paid, so it was good.
Oh, okay, yeah, she definitely fucked you. Then,
no,
bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she took me out.
You and everything,
yeah, she took me out. She treated me, bro.
That's right. How'd you feel about that?
I felt great.
Yeah.
Yeah. No wonder bitches love doing it, bro.
Yeah.
No wonder. It's all about you.
No wonder bitches love getting took it out.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Straight the fuck up. Oh my
and then
God.
so like this girl, right? Like she knows like it's not going anywhere. You know what I mean? We can hang out because like like, she's a cool chick. She's cool. Like it's not gonna go anywhere. But so that's why I feel she was like, "Bro, I fucked you." Like, just so you know.
She's just letting you. Oh, okay.
Just so you know, I fucked you.
Is she like not your type, or what do you mean?
No.
It's not that, or no, she's not your type.
No, I think she's cool, not my type, but then like
she's cool to fuck, right? Like you know what I mean?
But no, not even to fuck. Like just to.
Damn, then what you do, bro? Okay.
Just to kick it with like, if she's cool to fuck, I guess, right? But like that's not the reason I kick it with her. But yeah, bro. Being told that you just got fucked, whoa. It's a whole new perspective, dude.
Yeah,
like honestly, because it's usually the dude that's like, "Let me take you out." And then hopefully.
But did she tell you after you got fucked, or like in the car?
Yeah. After I got fucked. Well, yeah.
No, you got fucked.
Yeah.
Don't be saying no after we fucked. Nah, bro, you got fucked, my boy.
Well, technically.
Shout out to the homegirl, bro.
But technically, we both got fucked because she paid. So. You know what I mean? Because I would have given it up anyways.
For
right?
free.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we both got fucked.
That's another point, bro. That's another fucking point that I kind of want to get to. Because of social media, Tinder, all these dating apps, bro, you know, like, guys like us, it's harder to get, like, girls, bro, you know what I mean? Because, like, these girls are on Tinder, and they're getting likes by guys that are, like, hotter than us, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say we're just 5s and 6s, bro. You know what I mean? And there's 8s and 9s hitting them up, bro, and they're smashing. And now they look at us like, well, I can do better than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of girls are fucking up while these guys are fucking down.
Yeah.
And I think guys need to start putting a tightrope on that dick and be like, nah, you're not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, value yourself more.
But keep in mind, right? You just said, like, we're like 5 or 6s.
Yeah.
Which,
and we're trying
thank
to,
you.
And we're trying to find other 5 and 6s.
But here's the thing.
And these 5 and 6s don't want us.
I'll fuck down, bro. I'll fuck down.
Yeah, because we have to. We have to fuck down. And I fuck down hell of times.
But not because I have to.
Bitch, I fuck down. Bitch, I fuck down.
Not because I have to. Just because I, like...
Because it's there.
Because it's there. Like, it presents itself. You know what I mean? Like...
I like girls that like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's something I told my chick. Bro, my chick went through my phone, right, when we were first going out. My wife now. And yeah, I got my old Google shit, right, and it has all my old shit, right, because I'm on my iPhone. But it has all my old shit on my Android.
I haven't smoked a blunt out of a bong in a while, bro.
Sushi.
It's a cherry bomb, bro.
Cherry bomb. But yeah, dude. So my lady just found all my old shit. She's all like, "Oh, you got a bunch of fat girls in there and whatnot." And I'm like,
so what you're saying is she wasn't worried.
She wasn't worried. Or even more worried. You know what I mean? Or even more worried, because she's all like, yeah, I look at fat bitches.
You're like, no standards. She's like, no standards, bro.
Right? And then I told her, like, well, I just like girls that like me, though. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a pretty simple concept. Because a lot of girls, I don't know, they like to play like you just want me for me because I am me. You know what I mean? And a lot of girls don't have that game. Yeah. Don't have that game. Don't show that interest, bro. You know? So, like, I am, like, more turned on than girls like me, bro. You know what I mean? So, it's just like, I don't know. Maybe that's a survival thing, too, bro. You know what I mean? Like, oh, girls touching my leg. Dick gets hard. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, that's maybe just a survival thing. But who knows, bro? Like I enjoy that when girls, like, oh, start talking to me and start hitting on me or whatever. And said, I like your hair, whoop-de-whoop, fucking, where you from? Like, okay, fuck, you're asking me these things, you know what I mean? Like that's cool. I like that, dude, you know? Like, yeah. So, like, it flatters me, bro, you know? But again...
Yeah, bitches that like me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm about them.
And girls get that all the time from guys, right? Because that's what guys are supposed to do. We're supposed to hit up the chicks and be like, yo, I like you, you know, you want to be my girl, or maybe go out, or whatever the fuck.
I hate it.
It's intimidating, bro. It's intimidating. I used to be like, fuck, like, I don't want to get rejected. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, yeah, I hit up this chick and she said nah. Then I hit up this chick and she said nah. Then I hit up this chick and she said nah. And now they're all like, oh, this fucker hit me up. You know, like, oh, fuck. Bro. Especially because I would kick it with some chicks, bro. Uh-huh. Like, you know what I mean? And, like, you know, I'd get friend zoned and whatnot. And they'd have their girlfriends there and whatever, and, like, you know, I'm rolling the blunt, and then they're all talking about this dude. Oh yeah, so hit me up, and they all laugh. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh man, that's cool. At least that motherfucker spoke up. You know what I mean? Sucks that you're like all making fun of him together. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, and then I kind of just smoked the blunt and did, right? You know
that's the crazy thing about these small towns, dude.
Yeah. Have you seen that meme? Dating and watching them be like, hey, that's my girlfriend. Oh, that's my girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. I shared that one.
Dating and watching them be like.
I shared that one. And actually, I shared it. Like sometimes I'll post for people to see. Like a specific person, right?
Yeah.
And at the time, it was this one girl who I was like kind of seeing, but she didn't want to be serious. And then, she ended up just like
ended up with someone else.
Yeah.
Is this
But yeah. So
she hooked up or got with the one dude, and then the one dude ended up being gay or whatever the fuck. I remember you posted some shit like that.
It was that bitch.
That shit's funny, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's
and then
funny, bro.
That post actually, she hit me up and she was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I was just like, "Damn." Because she wanted to know, like, everything. Like, who told you? And I was like, I can't tell you. Can't reveal my sources, bro. That's fucking wild. That means no trust, bro. That means no trust.
I would just say it's Watsonville. The whole town knows.
Okay, mijo. Te veo.
Nos vemos, tío. ¿Ya llegó el vato o qué? Ok, tío.
¿Cómo anda todo? ¿Qué hora es?
Ok. ¿Esto? No.
No, sí.
else.
His key?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, right. That's all he's.
Where's he going?
Max.
Oh, he's dipping?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh shit.
Hasta luego, carnal.
Nos vemos, tío.
Tío. A ver, déjame. Métete. Ah, no, no hay nada. No para comer. ¿Qué más?
Winnie's.
Acaba de tener una grande. Tiene una grande.
¿Oh, sí?
Sí. ¿Qué más? Una vuelta, ¿dónde está la vuelta? Ok, bro, cuídate.
Hola, tío. Ahí nos vemos. ¿Ya estás marihuana, verdad?
Sí, güey.
Am I gay? Right. Yeah, because I've made a commitment to say I'm not gay. At least I have. I've kind of said, because I've been on the fence a while, but I've said I'm not gay. You know what? You're not gay. And actually, Tim Dillon, the great Tim Dillon, told me. Convinced you? He convinced me I'm not gay because he said, you know. It's funny because a lot of people think Tim's not gay. They think it's a scam. They think Tim's not gay. It's a scam. Interesting. It's a scam. First Patreon. Well, so it gives them the get out of jail free pass. Good point. Oh my God, there's so many things that he can make fun of that we can't even touch. Yeah, well, you know, that's smart. So maybe I'm rethinking this gay thing. If that is a scam, maybe that's the scam of the century. But he said the move. But he said an interesting thing. He said he knows I'm not gay because even though I play around and I'll be like, you know, I'll right. Joke like I don't eat cock unless it's in my fasting window. Like, you know, we'll joke around and whatever. Right. But then I asked him seriously once. I was like, "Do you think I'm like possibly gay?" And he was like, and he was like. And he said no. He said no because you know why you're not gay? He said because you actually are insecure about your body. He said, so there's times where, like, you know, you'll be like, oh, my nipples are fat, or like, and he said, gay men usually lean in to body positivity, how sexy my body is, whatever. He said, so since you don't, he's like, I just don't think, like, a gay guy would be more like, look at how imperfectly perfect I am. He said, most gay men, not Tim is a different breed because it's a scam. But I was like, interesting. So he kind of gave me the confidence to move forward and say, you're not gay.
Well, I'm glad he did that for you. That's a true friend.
Because Jasmine has brought up that she thinks I'm gay multiple times. She thought I'm gay right after sex. She's just something, and I thought I laid it on her. We had great, powerful sex, and she'd be like, honey, like, you know, rubbing my chest. She's like, it's okay if you're gay. Like, everything is okay. And I'm like, what do you think that, like, and then she'll never give me an answer. So
maybe that's what she wants.
Maybe that's what she wants. You know what?
Maybe that's what she wants.
Because I think if I was gay, then there would be less work from her. Because I think her walking in on me with a woman is a lot harder than her walking in on me with Tim Dillon. You know what I mean?
Right. That makes sense.
She would be able to accept that one. But I'm not gay. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and if I was, by the way, I'd be supportive of it.
And I would be supportive of it as well.
I'll say this. Please, I'm going to commit to not being gay at least to New Year's Eve of 2023. And 2024, we start over, Jamie.
Well, you can do it.
I can do it. Listen, if I can keep my fasting window in 6 hours,
if you can keep that watch and those glasses on for 2 weeks.
I haven't taken them off once. Anthony ate it. Don't go in the shower with them. I shower with them every day. Same thing with the watch.
My wrist is green, I'm telling you.
Shout out my guy Yanni from Material Goods.
It sounds like a guy would sell you a watch.
He was wearing these glasses. We had matching glasses on. And he's a great guy. Great guy. He was like, Gino is an awesome guy. He's like, do you know anything about watches? I was like, not a thing. He was like, okay. So he goes, why don't you go around the store and just pick out 5 watches that you really like. You don't even know what the price is. Just pick out what you want. So I pick out 5 watches and he goes, interesting. He was like, how much do you think these are total? I was like, I have no idea. I was like, 20 grand. He was like, you just picked out $1 million worth of watches.
Oh my God.
I was like, whoa, wee-wah. He was like, so obviously, let's scale it back. He started explaining to me the AP. I'm a lunatic. He started explaining to me the AP, the Rolex, the Patek, all that. And then he brought out the Royal Oak. And, you know, Santino had shown it to me. And I said, it's a sign from God. Santino sent me a link to that.
Santino has one of those.
Santino has one of these.
They're beautiful watches.
Beautiful watches. And that price was wild. But I said, you know, I spoke to my accountant. I got a family to run, so I try to be responsible financially. I spoke to my accountant. I said,
it's funny because, like, I'd be like, jewelry and all that shit's fucking dumb, dog. But now that I have money, it's like, ooh, oh. Oh.
Now you want to accessorize.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to look good, dog. You want to look good. You know, my lady has a good point. Like, people treat you different when you look different. You know,
yeah,
I mean? Like, yeah, they treat you different when you look different, dog. You know,
bro. Going to this one chick, she would tell me like, because I wear fucking old clothes. Like this isn't old, right? But like for the most part,
I've had this shit for 3 years,
bro.
dog.
The shirt,
look.
Like one of my posts yesterday was fucking a shirt that I had bought like worn 12 years ago.
Yeah.
But before that 12-year-old picture, like I had bought that shit in 2005, bro.
Yeah.
That shit's almost a 20-year-old shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and she'll be like, toss that shit. It's like, what the why?
Why?
Like,
still,
why?
I still wear it. You know
like, I have this pair of shorts, and there was a rip in it. And there was she's like, dude, just get rid of it. You look fucking bummy. I was like, all right, so? Like, who the fuck cares? Why? Who cares? But yeah. Bitches. Well, everybody treats it different. Everyone treats it different. But see, if I see someone looking bummy, bro, I'll treat them like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, I treat them cool, because that's me.
Yeah.
I guess, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm bummy.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, accessorize and whatnot, dude. You know what I mean? Because I got myself a Bulova watch. I got myself an iWatch, bro. You know what I mean? Like people look at you different, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this fool's got money.
Oh, for real? I carry mine even if it's not charged, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but honestly, that's just to hide the tan. I got a fucking bad tan already from this shit.
Yeah.
Which is just because I'm always out, like in the sun and shit. But it's a bad tan, homie.
It's a bad tan. What do you mean? You gotta. It's all white under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I got 3 colors, bro.
Tent,
I'm 3 different colors just in this section because this is always exposed, so it's darker than this part, and then this has a fucking watch over it
all the time, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fucking Apple, bro.
They make it so useful,
dude. And then going back to like accessories, bro. Like if you got, like if you got an Android still, right? Like
yeah.
Apple people look at you weird, homie. Like
the green bubble thing. Yeah.
Dude, people look at
I
you
used to
weird,
be like, what the
bro.
fuck is still texting? And then I got the blue bubble, and I could send pictures to like other blue bubbles, all dope, and videos, all dope. And it's like, oh, I get it. But I did this like I transferred to iPhone. I'm gonna say like 4 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2018. Yeah, 2018 maybe. And oh, you know what? No. It was before the pandemic. I was in Hawaii, and the homies are like, get an iPhone. So 2019, I converted, and now like Android to Android, you can send like nice, good pictures and videos too. So it's like, okay. So now there's a thing going on where like when it's from Android to iPhone, the quality sucks, you know.
From iPhone to Android, it sucks? Not...
You think I can stop by after 2? But yeah. Sorry, we're all on our phones. This is all bad. This is bad TV, guys.
Oh, just edit it, bro.
Just edit it. We're live, dog.
Oh, we're live.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Look at that. But yeah, man. Bitches be crazy.
Bitches do be crazy.
Keep in mind, this whole conversation started with, like, this bitch.
Oh, yeah. With the whole...
And it just...
Andrea, you're crazy. You crazy, Andrea. You nuts. Yeah. Oh, no one sees who Andrea is. We got to show the people who Andrea is. Right? No. I got a window captured. 13. Bam, there she is.
Put them together so we can check it out and see what's going on. I should have watched it beforehand, but I'm pretty sure it's not too much more different than what I just told y'all. But anyways, man, that's weird for anyways to check these out and see what the hell is going on with the situation. And this right here, man, what y'all think about this? This gonna be more so of y'all just telling me y'all's opinion, because I just told y'all mine. I am gonna tell y'all a little bit here and there during the video, but I really want to know, what do y'all feel about this situation? Do y'all feel like I'm correct? Do y'all feel like that if it was a man, it'll be an outrage, which I'm pretty sure if you ain't crazy, you're gonna agree with it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure I add out my social medias, everything will be down there in the comment section. My Facebook, Instagram, Second and Third, YouTube channel, all that's gonna be down there. Add those if y'all want to add those, man. I'm finna start dropping more consistently, so y'all be on the lookout for that on my other channels as well. But enough of all of that, let's go ahead and get into this whole situation, see what's going on with this pedophile.
A 31-year-old woman who admits to having sex with a 13-year-old boy and then becoming pregnant with his child.
That's what I'm saying. You should be exempt from fucking child support. Yeah, just be like, bro.
Like, that's my brother. That's my cousin.
Well, what if it's like now you gotta take care of both kids?
But
then that's gonna continue.
Right?
But that's gonna continue.
But then that's gonna right. No. Then it's gonna like make other women be like, yeah, I'm gonna take this little.
She should have just moved to like a state where it was legal to like
Where?
I don't know.
What state is legal, bro?
I don't know, bro. I'm sure somewhere in the South. I'm sure, bro.
I mean, I remember watching Maury, right? And then it was like 13-year-old kid marries a fucking 30-year-old, right? But then the thing is, like, that boy emancipates himself first and all that shit, right? And then does all that stuff.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, then he's a man. Like, by the
emancipates,
law.
Right? Yeah.
He's like his own adult.
Yeah, exactly. He emancipates himself,
But...
Yeah, so it's like I would think you'd have to emancipate yourself, right, to do that kind of shit. Wow, what a dumb loophole. Now thinking back, imagine if a bunch of little girls emancipate themselves, they're like, I'm gonna be a stripper, OnlyFans, bro. You know, like no mames way.
Damn.
No mames way. Boys too though.
No, but I don't think legally they would be allowed on OnlyFans.
Right,
like through
the terms of service.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be allowed.
Yeah. Would they be able to be strippers? Like to go to the strip joint and be strippers? Because it has happened.
Oh, are 18-year-olds allowed?
Even under 18-year-olds, and it's still happening, right? You know what I mean? But that wouldn't be like legally you can work here now. You know what I mean? Because you emancipated yourself. Because there's bitches
working. Bring a lot of bad attention to that strip club,
bro. but I'm pretty sure there's strip joints that have like underage girls with fake IDs, right? You know what I mean? Wow. Bro, homie, like not Pamela Anderson. Was it Pamela Anderson? Jenna Jameson. That's how she started, right? One of my favorite porn stars growing up. I was a fan of you, girl. But yeah, she was a underage stripper. And then they discovered her and made her a porn star, bro. So like, and it was like her early videos. I think she was like borderline, you know.
It's crazy. Damn.
Because it happens.
When it's money though.
Because it happens. That's what I'm saying. Because it happens. It's there. It's already a thing. Like there's this website. My current you know what? Second, because my favorite porn site right now is Reddit. Reddit is dope. It's free OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's free OnlyFans. That's what it is. Reddit is free OnlyFans.
There you go. Yeah, I've never really fucked with Reddit. I have it.
It's good for promotion. That's why it's there. Free OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So yeah. But my second one is Chatterbait or Chatyerbait, whatever. And that website is like you go live, like let's say we're live, bro, and now we're fucking each other, bro, and people are watching us. Like literally, that's just what it is.
It's not gonna happen, guys.
Yeah, don't get too excited, bro. Right? But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's literally that, bro. And you can chat with the people and you give them donations and they got like, hey, at 1,000 tokens we'll do this, right? You know what I mean? Like, whoa. So people are just like waiting for, you know what I mean? And
should find a bitch to do that.
Bro, yeah, 100%. And I mean, I talked to my lady. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm kind of interested in like starting a porn company. And she's like, no, that's disgusting. Whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, but it'd be money. And it wouldn't be me. I'd just produce it. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like, she's not down. She's not down. I told her, like, what if I, like, cause I showed her the AI robot that I do, right? And I was like, what if I have a AI model, generated model, right, and sell those nudes and upload that stuff, and maybe even do a composite where like I wear a bodysuit and fucking I can pretend to be that AI cartoon, right? You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen those videos. And she's like, no, that's disgusting. And I'm like, but it'd be making money.
It would make money.
And she's not down. She's just not down for that kind of shit. And it kind of upsets me because it reminds me of my mom when it was like 2004, 2007. And I would tell her weed's going to be legal and I'm trying to grow weed. And she chops down my plants. Yeah. You know what I mean? And now weed's fucking legal in California, bro. You know what I mean? Like, So yeah, dude, like it's just like makes me feel like that right now.
I think she just did.
I should just do it.
I think she just didn't.
I should just do it.
Today. Yeah, exactly.
I should just do it. You know.
Cause look at you now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I mean? Like yeah. So like 100%, and like, and that's just because keeping it real, porn is like a huge fucking industry, fucking massive, bro. You could be bad at it and make money. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause these bro, there's disgusting looking people And like I see the thumbnail, so I'm curious, and I'm like, let me see. And they got fucking viewers. I mean, it's like 30, 40 viewers or whatever the fuck.
And it's live?
And it's live, bro. Like, look, I'll show you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. My second favorite porn site.
But I don't know. I think that.
So you want to just see women or man and woman? Look, let's see this chick get to work. Look at that.
Get to work.
Get put to work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right? So like, look, and then more rooms, right? So you put dude and girls, right? This bitch is getting to work. Look at that shit. Get to work, bitch. And that's pretty much what it is. Like, I'm pretty sure these guys hire these girls, right, to do these videos, right?
Nah, bro.
Bro, some of them are like couples.
No,
but when it's like
like this, when it's like this, it's definitely the girl paying the dudes to be like,
or that
just,
too, or
like,
that
hey,
too.
let
But
me
look,
come suck your dick real
no,
quick.
because this is geostatic hot, right? So then look at the bio. Oh yeah, Katrina and her group of friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Smart bitch, bro.
That's
Smart bitch, dude.
It's like, and then this is
my retirement plan. This is my retirement plan. Right here. This is my retirement. He's on right now. It's so funny that he's on right now. Cheeseburger Jesus, bro. This is my nigga. This is my retirement plan, homie. Move to Colombia, bro, and fuck Coke whores, baby.
That's wild.
My favorite dude on the planet, bro. If all else fails, this is what I'm gonna do to retire, bro. I'm gonna move to Colombia and retire, bro.
And so he just has these bitches in the house?
Yeah, dude. They're his girlfriends. Yeah.
But where's he get money? Just off of this?
Yeah. Living his life, my boy.
Bro.
I'm jealous of this life, dog. You know?
I mean, by the looks of it, you're going there, bro. Like, you already look like the dude.
When I saw that shit, I was like, I have a chance to be a porn star, bro.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. So like the homie and I'm like, I have all these business ideas to do this stuff.
Do you talk to him?
No.
You don't talk to him?
I don't have an accountant or anything. You have to have an accountant to do that. I don't do that shit. It's all free. It's all free. I'm a voyeur. I'm a voyager or whatever that shit's called. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's cool though that you can't talk to him. Bro, can you imagine just making business meetings over fucking...
Homie. All the places you can get invited to for free on them, bro. I'd be so down.
Dude.
So down.
I think, man...
And all we gotta do is be the people behind the camera.
So for like that dude, right? So for
behind the camera, bro.
Bro, you gotta find the girl that's like down to fuck.
Find talent. Gotta find talent.
Then pretend to be her.
Gotta find talent.
Bro, pretend to be her and then get flown out by
yeah,
something
we gotta
like
find
that,
talent. Yeah.
Just be like,
yeah. We gotta find talent. Talent.
I know a few people that might know a few people. That'd be cool though. That does seem like the ideal life.
Talent. Yeah, that's
now you got me thinking,
yeah, bro. That's what I'm.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, bro. The porn industry is nuts, homie. It's out there. It's out there. Should have been a porn star. God didn't make me that way.
Bro, I think anybody could be a porn star now.
That's bro, homie. Anywhere. Yeah. You don't even have to be massive or nothing, bro. You could be regular schmegular, bro, and fucking still.
No, but I'm saying just anybody, just like.
Bro, homie, like I said, there's disgusting ass people on this website. I want to just like look for them.
I hope you don't look up dudes, bro, because you're gonna see me there one day.
I don't, but look. Let's just look. Let's just scroll. Let's scroll, and let's look for some fucking massive fat bitch. Well, I want to look at these titties though. Yeah.
Your wife's not watching you in real life. She's like, "What's this fucker up to?"
But there's like, I'm telling you, bro, disgusting people on here, bro. And they got viewers.
Damn.
Oh, look at this old dude. Let's have fun. 50. Let's have fun 50. That's so funny. You know what I'm saying, bro? And she got 3 viewers. She got 3 viewers right now. So she got too many.
Damn.
But I've seen some weird shit, bro, and I'm like, God damn, how this motherfucker got 30 people watching this motherfucker? You know? And then you hear ping, ping.
I don't remember how much I gave this fucker a price.
You're like, damn.
I look back.
I'm like, fuck, I don't even remember. You gotta change their contact name. 30 is it. 30 and 8th.
What should I tell him, bro?
Oh shit.
Dude, this is wild. I have to read this much? Dude, this is horrible. Dude, so what other wild shit has been going on around?
What happened?
I said, what other wild shit has been going on?
Did you hear about the black family kidnapped in Mexico?
Oh yeah.
And then, but like they went over there to get supposedly the mom went to go get a tummy tuck and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then they got like fucking, I guess, the T-boned or whatever and fucking bombed on. You think she went there to go get a tummy tuck? It's her and her 4 sons, grown ass men. And they went there.
Maybe.
Like I honestly at first I thought so too. Like I'm like, oh yeah, poor them. You know what I mean? They got attacked and whatnot. And but then I'm like, yeah, they probably went there to buy drugs, and they probably bought drugs off the wrong person. And then the people that run the fucking route there was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Probably, I don't know. Who knows though? Who knows? Or maybe they bought drugs and they were getting robbed for the same drugs that they bought from the same. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know how it is over there in Mexico nowadays. Fucking dog eat dog world. Or the Mike Murdaugh. Did you hear about that fool?
Nah.
The attorney that killed his son and wife.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Like he just got sentenced, right? Nah. Then like now they're discovering like there's this whole Netflix thing now. That fool's like he has bodies though. Like I guess they killed a nanny and they killed some other person too or some shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, and then this guy's an attorney though. You know, so like and it's a family of attorneys. Like there's been from generations. Like since like the 1800s, right? And so like these motherfuckers were getting away with murder, right? You know, and yeah, pretty much I guess like some shit went down between him and the son and the mom, I guess. and the dude killed his mom. Killed his wife and his kid. You know, crazy, just crazy. Let's see, Mike Murdoch. Is it Murdoch? No. Probably not Mike Murdoch. Buster Murdoch after father's conviction. Alex Murdaugh loyaled up immediately after killing family. Did it hurt his case? The trial of Alex Murdaugh. No, too much. Let's see some shorts.
So he killed his who?
His wife and kid. Let's watch a short.
I respect this court, but I'm innocent. I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my wife Maggie, and I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my son, Paw.
Well, and it might not have been you. It might have been the monster you become when you take 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 opioid pills. Maybe you become another person. In the murder of your wife, Maggie Murdaugh, I sentence you for a term of the rest of your natural life. For the murder of Paul Murdaugh, whom you probably loved so much, I sentence you to prison for murdering him for the rest of your natural life.
I respect this court, but I'm innocent. I would never, under any circumstances, hurt my wife Maggie.
That's your job.
What
are you talking about?
South Carolina, County of Colleton, in the Court of General Sessions in the term of 2022, July, the State versus Richard Alexander Murdaugh, defendant, indictment for murder, SC Code 16-3-0010, CDR Code 0116. Okay. Guilty verdict.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen, obviously, but I felt that hung jury was clearly likely. And, you know, I mean, I do agree with your other opinion.
Qualcomm is transforming the way we work, live, and communicate, pushing the limits of artificial intelligence to stay more intelligently connected. Welcome to the edge of possible.
A mother and son found dead, millions of dollars in missing money, and the downfall of a family dynasty. The saga of the Murdaugh family attracted national attention after disbarred South Carolina lawyer Alec Murdaugh was accused of killing his wife and son.
Every day, almost, since the homicides, something new has happened, and I think that's just captivating to people.
Murdaugh was charged with 2 counts of murder in July 2022, after his wife Maggie and son Paul were found fatally shot a year earlier at the family's hunting estate. He's pleaded not guilty to the charges and will face trial in Colleton County, South Carolina. Here's what you need to know about the case against Alec Murdaugh. The first stage of the trial is jury selection, but because of the prominent family name, selecting 12 jurors that aren't familiar with the Murdaugh family or the case will be a challenge.
Jury selection is just going to be incredibly tough. Everybody knows the Murdaughs.
That's because the legacy and legal influence of the Murdaugh family in southeastern South Carolina dates back to the early 1900s. The family established one of the state's dominant law firms in 1910, and 3 generations of Murdaughs have presided as solicitors over the 14th Judicial Circuit, which covers 5 counties in South Carolina.
From, 1920, when the first Murdaugh ran for office, until, 2006, they knew every law enforcement officer in their region.
The local agencies that first arrived at the crime scene recused themselves from the case because of the family's close ties to law enforcement.
They have this pretty serious reputation, even now, even with Alec Murdaugh in jail for more than a year, people are still intimidated by this family because they've known them their whole life.
Richard Alec Murdoch, are you guilty?
Yeah, there's this whole Netflix thing on it too, bro. I want to watch it.
Oh, really?
While investigating the double homicide, law enforcement discovered evidence of a string of alleged financial crimes.
He was a personal injury lawyer. His clients were some of the poorest of the poor and the most badly injured. And he's accused of siphoning money off of judgments that he won on behalf of his clients.
Murdoch has pleaded not guilty to most of those charges. But in a filing submitted to the court, prosecutors state the alleged wrongdoing that led to these charges gave him motive for murder.
Alec was under a huge amount of pressure to turn over to the court evidence of his finances in a boat crash case involving his son. And prosecutors say that if he had done that, it would have led to the unraveling of this alleged scheme of crime that he'd been running for a decade. And that was enough to set him off that night and kill his wife and son.
Prosecutors state that after Maggie and Paul were found dead, people immediately treated defendant as the victim of an unspeakable tragedy. The day of reckoning vanished. The defense has called this theory illogical and implausible.
The prosecution has a tough climb here. They have got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Alec alone committed these murders in a circumstantial case and in a case where the evidence is in some question in some cases.
The shirt Murdoch wore on the night of the murders is expected to be a key piece of evidence in the trial. According to court documents, it had microscopic amounts of blood spatter, something prosecutors say indicates Murdoch was close to one of his family members when they were shot. But in a separate filing, defense attorneys claimed that the state used unreliable methods to test the shirt, ultimately making it impossible to test further.
It could help the prosecution if their expert is able to say, yes, there was this high velocity impact spatter on this shirt, but it opens up a chance for the defense because they were never able to have their own expert independently look at it.
Instead, the prosecution could lean on digital evidence to help prove their case. Court documents filed by the defense describe a video recorded on Paul's phone saying he can be heard having a lighthearted conversation with his mom and dad in the background, which places Murdoch at the hunting estate a little over an hour before he called 911, which conflicts with the timing of his alibi.
The defense has said, yeah, maybe he was imprecise about, who he saw and when, but what that video shows is them laughing and talking with one another. So this was a loving family. And you're going to tell me that after this video was recorded, Alec Murdoch shot his wife and kid? That's unacceptable.
The trial is expected to last several weeks, and prosecutors are seeking life imprisonment for Murdoch.
It's incredible to think about. The family built this name for 100 years, and the reason it will be remembered is because of Alec and what he's alleged to have done.
So that's the end of the legacy?
I mean, I don't know. For sure, I think that there's only one son left,
Intelsat delivers carrier-grade connectivity to places to...
Yeah, what's left for fucking that one guy? There was a video.
South Carolina, County of Colleton.
Alright, what's up with YouTube, fam? I'm back again with another...
Yeah, bro, this world is wild, homie.
There you go. What's next for Buster Murdoch?
I'm going to tell you the easiest way to make money at home, and you 100% have never heard of it.
If you got it, you got it, baby.
You gotta shake that ass. Watch yourself.
Buster Murdoch was at his father's trial every day. The unmistakable red hair, hard to miss.
Guilty verdict.
Now that Alec Murdoch has been sent away for life for killing his wife Maggie and youngest son Paul, his oldest son is the only member of the immediate family left. But he's not entirely alone.
Buster's world will never be the same.
What's his alibi?
He does have a very loving family and support group. I can't even imagine to lose everything in your life that you've known. Everything in your life that you've ever known.
And it is all happening under a relentless spotlight. On Sunday, according to a police report, Buster Murdoch called the sheriff's office, telling police he observed a suspicious gray Dodge Challenger outside the residence. Buster's girlfriend said the couple was being followed by the media.
How does Buster feel about your guilty?
But police can do little about the attention that grew intense during the 6-week-long trial, especially after Buster took the stand in his father's defense, describing the moment he learned Maggie and Paul were dead.
He's a redhead named Buster.
Shot.
the final boss.
Condition was he in? What was his demeanor?
Yeah, his demeanor was destroyed. He was heartbroken. I walked in the door and saw him and gave him a hug and just broken down.
When the verdict was announced, Buster put his head in his hands. But a bystander outside the court suggested there was even more trouble ahead, as Alec Murdaugh was escorted away by police. He was apparently referring to the 2015 death of Buster's high school classmate, Stephen Smith. Smith's body was found on a rural road a few miles from the Murdaugh's sprawling property. It was ruled a hit and run, according to the pathology report.
Too, bro, and they get
but
away
Smith's
with it.
mother doesn't believe it.
It was more than one person that done this, and somebody knows. And they set him up on that road to make it look like a hit and run. I think he was beaten to death.
Authorities reopened the case in 2021 while investigating the murders of Maggie and Paul, although they have not officially named anyone in the Murdaugh family as a suspect.
Looking forward, there are signs the Murdaugh family is not a united front. One of Alec's brothers, Randy, recently spoke with the New York Times, telling a reporter his brother, quote, knows more than what he's saying, that in his opinion, he, quote, is not telling the truth, guys.
I mean, the layers and layers here. Alec Murdaugh still faces all those charges on the financial crimes, but what happens that could affect Buster as well, presumably?
It could potentially, and it's a little unclear what Buster's financial situation is going forward. But if it's any indication, we know that Alec Murdaugh had that staged murder of himself that failed, that he also faces charges, according to his attorney, and his hope was that after his death, his son would get those $10 million from a life insurance policy. Obviously, he had some concerns about the financial future for his oldest son.
All right, Stephanie, thank you very much. All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.
One food that can help erase wrinkles and 3 to avoid at all costs.
Most women have no idea just how many so-called healthy snacks quietly cause new waves of wrinkles and sagging to form around their face and neck. Nowadays, unhealthy snacks hiding in pretty packaging are everywhere, ready to wreak havoc on your skin and your waistline. Snacks you must avoid to reclaim beautifully smooth, wrinkle-free skin.
I bet everyone was embezzling money from that company, and they all blamed it on him after that shit.
Yes, it's true. Rice cakes have duped many of us into bad skin and gaining weight.
You know what I mean?
Number 2,
books are gonna be covered,
these
but you're the fall
yogurts
guy,
look like a healthy snack. Many yogurts with food at the bottom have barely any protein, plus 29 grams of carbs. That's about the same as 2 slices of bread or 2 tablespoons of sugar.
What else is going on in the world, bro? You know who knows what's going on in the world? Jay. Because Jay was telling me all about this shit. That's why I know.
What Jay?
Jael? Jay Salas?
Oh, yeah?
Jay Salas. Yeah, I told him we got to do a podcast, me and you, because you're like up to date with everything going on in the world.
Because she's a female, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy. Like, they have...
Mossad, bro.
No, not to talk shit on females, because, you know.
Guys do it, too.
Bad. No, but the thing with females, bro, is, like, they don't get distracted easy. But they do at the same time. And then they go, like, they fucking look everything up, and they find everything out, bro. And a guy, like, man, I don't do that. Or I don't know, maybe it's just me as a person, right? But a lot of females I know, bro, like, once they're interested in something, like, they go deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like chicks have, like, I don't know, they're just good at doing things, bro. Like, they were better at than guys at school and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So, like, they're more objective orientated, I feel like, you know what I mean? And guys have, like, that
We're
big
simple,
goal.
Bro.
That big goal, so, like, I don't know.
Simple. We're simple.
Well, okay.
And complicated.
We're dumb, bro.
Yeah, that's the complicated part.
For us. It's complicated for us. school shooter's parents in court. What is this?
A case that could set a precedent when it comes to holding parents responsible for crimes committed by their child. A Michigan appeals court is deciding whether to bring charges against the parents of school shooter Ethan Crumbley. Trevor Ault has the details. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, George. This may be the first time in America that the parents of a school shooter are also charged. And prosecutors say while Ethan Crumbley opened fire in that school, his parents acted so egregiously, ignoring warning signs and buying their son that gun, that they also have to be held criminally responsible.
Yeah.
This morning, a Michigan appeals court weighing whether unprecedented charges against the parents of Michigan school shooter Ethan Crumbley can continue to trial.
What things did they do that led to these events?
The case is the first of its kind. James and Jennifer Crumbley are charged with 4 counts each of involuntary manslaughter. Prosecutors say gross negligence makes them at least partially responsible for their son Ethan's November 2021 rampage, when he killed 4 classmates and injured 7 others, including a teacher.
You know, what's the precedent we're going to set here? I mean, there are a lot of families with kids who might not be as stable as the parents would like them to be.
Prosecutors allege the Crumbleys bought the weapon then 15-year-old Ethan used to carry out the massacre with Ethan's money, even though prosecutors say he displayed obvious mental health issues, allegedly having hallucinations a month before the shooting. They say in the weeks prior, the school reported to the parents Ethan was searching ammunition in class, to which Jennifer Crumbley allegedly texted her son, "LOL, you have to learn not to get caught."
There are warning signs all over the place.
Officials say the day of the massacre, Ethan was called to a counselor's office having drawn a disturbing drawing showing a gun, a person shot, and phrases like blood everywhere and the thoughts won't stop, help me. Tuesday, the judges questioned why the Crumbleys didn't take him home or even hug him when they were called to the school that morning.
James Crumbley did not know that EC had access to that firearm.
He bought him the gun.
Well, and the first thing he did when he heard about the school shooting was go back home to see if the gun was there.
The Crumbleys' attorneys admitted the parents made tremendously bad decisions, but argue they and the school believed Ethan was only a threat to himself. They argue pursuing these charges would set a dangerous precedent, potentially holding parents responsible for any crime committed by their child.
As a parent, I don't owe a legal duty to every kid at my 4 kids' schools. I don't owe a legal duty to every person my child encounters on the street.
And even the prosecutors say charging parents with their children's crime should require some extreme facts, but they believe that is the case here. And the panel of 3 judges will now decide if there's enough evidence for it to go to trial, guys.
Okay, Trevor, thanks. Let's bring in our chief legal analyst, Dan Abrams. Dan, this could be a landmark case.
Absolutely. This is definitely a case of first impression. There have been other cases where, for example, a parent doesn't secure their weapon, and let's say a 3-year-old or a 4-year-old gets access and hurts someone. Parents have been charged in cases like that. But a case like this, where you're talking about the intentional conduct of a 15-year-old and saying that the parents are now charged with involuntary manslaughter, meaning they are responsible for the deaths, that is something that has never been done before. And the question is, where is that line between horrible parenting and criminality?
So what is the strongest argument from the prosecution?
Foreseeability. Their argument is that the parents should have been able to see that something like this could happen based on all the warning signs that Trevor just laid out. Everything from the weapon to his mental health to being called into the school that day to text messages that had been sent back and forth to the parents not taking action when they should have known about his problems. So all of that, prosecutors say, should have led the parents to know that something like this could happen.
The fact that they're having this appeals court hearing now is kind of a win for the defense, right?
Right, because the judge had initially said this case can move forward. The Supreme Court of Michigan then said, whoa, let's put the brakes on here. This is a pretty unusual case. We want to send this back to the appellate court, let the appellate court resolve it, which is the argument that we just saw, and then let's figure out if this goes to trial. So the fact that this hearing is even happening is a big win for parents who had initially been ordered to stand trial.
A lot of people are going to be watching this.
It's a really interesting case.
Dan, thank you as always. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great.
And I automatically went there because it's like, oh, maybe because like there's. And he's just like, nah, they don't fucking do that shit. I'm like, whatever. But then she also had a point. Like, in Mexico, they don't just kill you for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's not crazy like that. But then I kind of do feel like it is. You know?
Some areas.
In some areas. But, like, yeah.
So
they ran a barricade, right? You know what I mean? Fuck,
yeah.
wait. All right.
Or like a checkpoint.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
That's what I read. Sorry. Read somewhere. Excuse me.
Black family, Mexico.
This mistake is costing Amazon Prime shoppers big. Are you still using Prime? Because if this...
2 African Americans in Mexico are dead. 2 have been found. One is one of those found injured. They were kidnapped on Friday when they went there to Matamoros, where one of them was trying to get a tummy tuck. Folks, this is video showing them being kidnapped on Friday. The 4 individuals. Folks, Latavia Tay McGee, Shai Woodard, Zendo Brown, and Eric James Williams, again, traveled to Mexico from South Carolina for a tummy tuck procedure. The mother of one of them said she told her daughter, do not go, but she said it was going to be safe. But they ran into the Gulf cartel, which dominates Matamoros. The U.S. State Department has advised Americans not to travel to the...
Interesting fact, bro. It was in Matamoros. In Mexico. Matamoros means kill the Moors. The Moors were a dark race, a black race. That conquered Spain, and that's where the term comes from, Matamoros.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting that just coincidental that it happened, you know. But
Mexican state due to the risk of crime and kidnapping. And the FBI got involved, had a $50,000 notice out, information leading to where they were. They partnered with Mexican law enforcement agencies as well. Again, 2 of the 4 have been killed.
I'm talking about, bro.
2 have been found. My panel, Dr. Mustafa Santiago Ali, former senior advisor for environmental justice at the EPA, Dr. Candace Matthews, statewide vice chair, Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Dr. Larry J. Walker, assistant professor, University of Central Florida. Candace, I want to start with you. There are a number of people who travel to Mexico and other countries to get medical procedures. I know somebody who went to Turkey for their veneers.
For all the white opinions.
For plastic surgery, got Brazilian butt lifts. We can go on and on and on. We're talking about going to a place here where folks went for a tummy tuck, 2 are now dead.
Nancy Grace needs to get
You know what, Roland? Let me tell you something. You have people that always go to Mexico for different surgical procedures for years, as well as gastric bypass and things of that such. And normally what they would do, they'll have them to where they would travel with an actual medical bus that would take them to the medical hospital, then also take them to for them to get their medical procedure. But what happened on that specific video was horrible. And it was horrific. That video
got the championship
pretty much pushed me over the edge to the fact where I don't even want to go to Mexico.
All the accessories.
Because one, what I'm interested in at this point right now, what is it that the U.S. is going to do? What type of plan do they have in place to retrieve our brothers and sisters? Also, I would like to know which civil rights organization or what civil rights organizations they are going to come into play to also work in congruence with the United States government to retrieve our brothers and sisters. Also, I was told allegedly they were targeted as Haitian drug lords. So this is interesting, it is scary, and it is close to home.
So wait. She called them Haitian drug lords?
That they were targeted as.
Oh, okay.
Going back to what you were saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so like that's what it was. So then it's a case of mistaken identity, and these Mexicans are saying all black people look the same. Clearly, they all look different.
I mean, I don't know what Haitians look like style-wise, you know, because
they look American.
Like
they
their
look American
swag, you know, like
they look American. They look American.
So I don't know how Haitians would be looking out there right now.
Yeah,
they're probably starving, bro. These guys don't look like they're hungry.
Yeah, but
you know
because I was gonna say I thought one of them, that was the mom, and they were all the sons. I guess I was wrong because like they all have different last names. You know what I mean? Oh, but then again, yeah. Which one's this? Yeah, which ones? They all have different last names, dog. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like it's just a shitty situation. You know
That's
what
a
I mean?
crazy pic to put up, bro. That's a crazy pic to like you can.
That's probably the nicest pic that they can find of him.
Oh,
you know what I
shit,
mean?
Bro, that's a wild pic to post, bro.
Yeah.
He's trying to seduce a bitch right there.
Look
bro.
at that. all the other ones are thirst trap pigs, shirts off.
All
and
respect,
shit like that.
but you know what I mean? Like that's the worst pic to post. I feel like.
Yeah. But I just feel like fucking yeah, it's like it's. I don't know what to believe because I wanted to believe like, oh yeah, they went there to get a tummy tuck and whatnot, but it's like you don't get like.
Bro, that's everyone's doing it.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
Bringing drugs in and whatnot, bro. That's what I think is going on. That's what I think. Now that I like talked about it, I'm like, yeah, they probably were though. You know what I mean?
But I don't think you should like if that's their story. Like, I'm gonna believe it, bro, because that shit. There's a lot of people that go to Mexico just for like not even that, but just like any medical thing, bro. Because the doctors are better.
Yeah.
You know, and
well,
cheaper.
Not just that, cheaper.
Cheaper, but it's better, bro.
Yeah.
To be honest, and then so I believe that, bro. Like anything else, like I feel like that's just stereotyping. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because if it happened to a white person, would you think a white person was doing that? What if they went
Honestly,
for coke?
yeah.
What if they went for coke? I mean, no one thinks about that, right?
Remember the
just because they're black,
Mormon thing? When the Mormons got killed? Yeah, like I honestly think it was because of that too.
Because of drugs?
Drugs, bro. Or they were like moving some drugs for a different rival cartel, and that's why they also they also went past the fucking the checkpoint or whatever the fuck, from my understanding, right?
Mm-hmm.
So same thing, bro.
It could be anything, bro.
Same thing, dog. Because the Mormons are running tough.
But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna be like, all right.
I got like as an American, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt too, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's just bad look on Mexico, to be honest, man.
Oh yeah, but
bad look for Mex, bro.
But you know, Mexicans don't give a fuck, especially if they're in a cartel, bro. They definitely don't give a fuck about the image. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's crazy. Cartel blockade, right? You know what I mean? Like,
and then like you saw that video, bro.
Like, ain't there no cops in Mexico?
Day, bro.
You know what I mean?
In the middle of the day.
Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Isn't there no fucking police in Mexico, bro? What the fuck, wait?
No, they lost control, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just another branch of the government, the cartels. You know, they run a lot of the shit in Mexico.
Well, they pay a lot of the fucking
Yeah, they pay a lot of like, oh, you need a road here? We'll pay for the road. You know what I mean? Now we're going to use this road to move my drugs, all right? You know, like, yeah.
So simple, Mustafa. You don't know what you're walking into when you go into a foreign country. You don't know who's controlling what area. I mean, we talk about there being gang control areas in the United States. We're talking about in a place where, yes, where folks are killed. They are beheaded. So is a tummy tuck worth your life?
Yeah, you got to make some hard decisions. It really shouldn't be that hard about saving a little longer and getting the procedure done here. There are numbers that about 300,000 people leave our country every year to go seek medical treatment, whether it is for plastic surgery or other things, each year. And I've worked in Mexico on the border. I've been to Mexico City, a number of locations. It is not a place to play around. If you don't speak Spanish, and even if you do, you can find yourself in a really tough situation very quickly because there are a lot of folks who get kidnapped and held for ransom. Unfortunately, now we have these
just got these other people involved
before who lost their lives. So folks need to think really hard before deciding to go to Mexico or other countries that are unstable. Yeah, remember that the cartels really play a significant role in running government there when you really understand from a foreign
that's your thought, right? Not everyone thinks that.
Bottom line here, Larry, I will caution anybody, especially any African American, it is not worth it to travel to Mexico for any type of surgery whatsoever. You had better be paying attention to the State Department, your travel advisors, know where to go, where not to go. It's just again, it can be very dangerous, and yes, you can lose your life.
But also
in one of these areas.
Like, why would they have ran a checkpoint?
So first, I want to send my condolences to the two individuals that lost their lives. And so, Roland, you highlighted a point.
Like, you gotta check the car, dude. We're cool.
To understand who
you know
the
what
program.
I mean? Like,
people, if you're going out of the country, you need to check the State Department website in terms of any updates. And often, like, the State Department put out these warnings to countries, like you said, that you should not travel to.
Dude, trying to say. Because I was on here, I was like, four Americans, and then you
surgery.
Black people's organs go for more in the black
like
market.
I said, we all the
you know
challenges
like,
along the, along the border, and it's like my colleague described in Mexico City and some other places. You have to be careful, and as Brother Mustafa said, if you speak the language, you still might find yourself in dire straits. So we need to make sure we use common sense here. And if the individuals were warned, if it was somebody in my family, I would tell them, this is not in your best interest to go to get cosmetic surgery, and particularly, like I said, Mexico. But it costs two individuals their lives. Two other individuals are permanently scarred, and then the family members have to deal with this tragedy for the rest of their lives.
Indeed. So certainly our condolences. But folks, do not put your life, don't play Russian roulette with your life if you're running out trying to get one of these surgeries. I mean, this should be cautious, a caution flag to anybody who is thinking about this very issue. And so,
because
again,
the thing
it is
is
a huge
like
problem.
A lot of people, like,
we talk about people traveling places
they steal cars
for
and then they take them to
medical
Mexico
procedures.
All right, folks,
Unfiltered video is just one moment.
We talk about blackness and what happens in black culture. We're about covering these things that matter to us, speaking to our issues and concerns.
This is a genuine people-powered movement.
There's a lot of stuff that we're not getting. You get it, and you spread the word.
We wish to plead our own cause. Too long have others spoken for us.
We cannot tell our own story if we can't pay for it.
This is about covering us.
Invest in black-owned media.
Your dollars matter. We don't have to keep asking them to cover our stuff. So please support us in what we do, folks. We want to hit 2,000 people, $50
on the concrete.
There you go, to that one. No, well, he has like if you look at the videos, like I don't know, like he has good fucking like CIA shit.
Okay.
Some cartel shit.
Yeah, FBI. Narco militia is deadlier than ever. Like, teenage narco militia. Yeah, that's something that I was my wife is all like, nah, bro, here in America, they're fucking kids are shooting up schools and this and that. Like, kids don't have guns in Mexico, and it's like, yeah, maybe not like kids and whatnot, but like the cartel kids have guns.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of cartel kids, you know what I mean? And, and like, look, there's a fucking narco militia that Mexico's teenage narco militia. No mames, güey.
Johnny,
Desmadrosos, I bet they are,
yes,
bro.
sir, man. Thanks for fucking having me here, dude. You're like a social media sensation right now. You're like blowing up all over YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and then like you started all this shit less than 2 months ago. Is that what it is? As soon as Andrew Tate got banned, I saw the void in the market, you know, and I stepped in. That's what they were calling me. My friends are breaking my balls back in LA.
Isn't that wild of me? This guy's actually, I was watching a Flagrant. He's an ex mule for the fucking cartel or whatever the fuck, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really trust this guy's opinion, to be honest. I feel like I don't know, unless he's in Mexico and he sees it and he's like firsthand reporting or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Well, he was in Mexico.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, he was back and forth, doing all that. You know what I mean? Mm. But like then he was in jail, and then like I don't know. I don't think he's so associated with the cartels anymore, right? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, probably not.
Like, so like that's why I kind of don't want to take his credibility now. Like his stories are cool, but then he's like in the Flagrant podcast, he was all like yeah, when I got in there, bro, I actually had to fight the biggest guy automatically, and this and that. It's like bro, I've been in jail. It's not like that. You know what I mean?
Well, in prison.
Bro, well, I mean, he said in prison it's not like that. You can't not fight nobody. There's rules in prison, dog. County is, I would believe it in county. But even in county, it's not like that, bro.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even in county, it's not like that. Because even county, there's like, at least in California, he was in Oregon. I don't know how it is in Oregon, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, there's rules. Like you just can't fight with nobody for no reason, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just you don't know who you're fighting with, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who that person's in, like, being taken care of and shit like that. Like, or who's running that yard and doesn't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So like, yeah, afterwards I was like, because I got.
But that wasn't his podcast. That wasn't his podcast.
No,
he was just a guest.
Yeah, he was a guest there. Yeah. But I've seen him in the. No, but I'm showing you the Chicago. Chi-Town kids, guns in school.
It was probably on that Vice one.
Yeah, but there's like a shorts. Like, it's just great. I was like watching it, and it's like, no mames, man. These like kids are all like just showing their face. I'm not showing their face, hiding their face, flashing their guns. Let's see.
Just put Chicago, maybe.
Chi-Town, that's Chicago, dog. Chicago kids flashing guns in school. Was it this one? No. Or hold on. Strap check, gun check.
Right there, that first one, right there.
This one?
Oh,
it's probably, but it's not
the
bad.
horrific violence that we see in Chicago every weekend, pretty much
like, no,
every
like,
day in that city.
It's
when
literally
it comes
all the kids
to gun
and like they're all
violence.
just chilling,
When it
like at
comes
the
to
quad
any
or
type
whatever,
of weekend, we're seeing
and they're like,
anywhere
chicken,
from 7 people dead to
guns, like,
50 injured.
Oh,
That's on a weekend there in
what
Chicago.
The fuck?
We got some pretty
Where'd you see it?
horrific
it was
video
like on the YouTube shorts,
into our
bro.
newsroom where on tape a kid with a gun and doesn't really appear to really care at all. Take a look.
I beat your on BD. You ain't BD, boy. Where you BD from? I'm from Dog Pound. I'm BJ on BD, boy. Yeah, Dog Pound, BJ, King BJ, boy. Google me on BD, boy. I'll beat all 3 of y'all. You look. What? What you say? What? What? Look, he got a gun. He got a gun. Let me see. Let me see that count good. Let me see. You ain't gonna blow on BD. Put that on BD. Hey, he got a gun. He got a count good. You ain't gonna blow nothing in. You ain't real BD. Ain't no gun, boy. You ain't BD.
Definitely not the video, but
Yeah. Hey, now you ain't from O Block, Shawty.
You ain't from O Block.
Blow them Chuck Taylor's off his. This a Benz, look. On BD, you a little.
Put your tip too fast. Your little small mother.
Crazy, little folk. Show him that joint. Show him that joint, little folk. Just show him the joint. Show him the joint, little folk. This live, I'm gonna delete it. Show him the joint.
You gonna delete it?
Yeah. Oh, show him that joint. Show it. Show the clip. They can't see it, folks. Oh, little folk them live. Y'all good? All right, BD. BD.
So that's a video in question there. Obviously, very shocking, and that is what the problem is in Chicago. And this is why we see shootings every single day in that city. It's a culture thing. I mean, when people believe that the gangbangers in the streets are the heroes and not the cops, that's when you know you have a...
The Andrew Tate of comedy, man. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that, please.
How much time have you spent in Florida? Is this your first time in this like part of Florida?
Yeah. I've only been to Miami pretty much just to do comedy.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very different
so
town than where you live right now.
Yeah. Well, LA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
It's so funny because you made a comment when you walked in here about like this town, this kind of like bumfuck Florida town we're in right now.
Yeah, it looks like Cops. It looks everything in Florida looks like the show Cops. There's no sidewalks, right? It's just it looks like there should be a couple of
on the bottom it says introduction.
People that escaped from an insane asylum walking down the street, a couple of crackheads, but no, we're in a nice area actually.
Yeah, there's a couple. Not really. It's a decent area. It's okay.
It changes quick. It changes quick. There's like one. It could be like a plantation style house, and then there's a gas station.
It's funny that most people who make all the like the comments or that notice this kind of town and where it sticks out to them, all those people are from LA. They are always the one to make the comments.
Yeah,
I think the only like the last person who in here was freaking out. Was Jamie Kennedy when he crawled in here. He was like looking over his shoulder. He's like, "Where's the fucking crackheads?"
He's a bit of a hypochondriac. I know Jamie quite well.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
He's a bit of a hypochondriac. Where's the crackheads, man? He still won't touch my hand like after COVID. Like
really?
He still like elbow bumps me.
Oh my god.
I'm like, it's over. Forget it. Just give me a goddamn handshake, weirdo.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And your podcast is fucking fascinating. I just listened to every episode. So it's
Thank you, brother.
It's like the format of that. You just decided to tell your own story episodically of like your life in crime, and then kind of transition into interviewing people. Or?
Yeah, exactly. Like I would watch, in my YouTube feed, I see, every different kind of like drug and prison show because they're fascinating, right? But it's either like some, big cholo dude that is like the craziest shit I've seen in prison, and it's fascinating, but you can't live, dude. You get
California homeowners, if you have a power meter like this in the side of your house, you can qualify to erase your energy bill with solar.
That's what you wish for. You really like become who you want to be.
And the kids of the
and
cartel.
that's I realized even negatively. I'm like, wow, I really like Luis. And I mean, we all know this. Mayo gave up Chapo.
He had to have, right?
We know he did. It was his son. So his son, one of Mayo's many children, but the son that was organizing cocaine transport through Mexico City.
Bro, I was in a session. This guy's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Mexico," and he had this narco hat on there. I'm like, "Oh, bro, I was just watching a video and fucking, I think it's El Mayo, and they're all ratting on Chapo, bro," and he got all fucking offended, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then like I saw his face, and I'm like, well, maybe it's not ratting because he's not from America, but like, at the end of the day, he's dropping dimes, dog. You know what I mean? Like, and to me, I thought they were real criminals, bro. You know what I mean? But I guess it's business.
Yeah.
It's when you're like that high up, it's business. It's different, bro. You know what I mean? So that fucker he got mad, bro. Like so I was like, fuck. I guess it's like my bad. Like I probably would have gotten shot and killed in Mexico if I said that shit. Right? Like you know what I mean? Because the fool's not ratting. He's like, it's business.
So that dude goes like to Mexico.
No, he was just talking. He was talking,
oh, okay.
and then he's like he was trying to show off the hat, and I'm like, don't care. You know what I mean? You know, oh yeah, tres letras or whatever the fuck he was saying. You know what I mean? And I'm like cool. You know what I mean?
Chapo's initials.
I don't know, or maybe Mayo's thing or whatever the fuck.
Or one of because.
But yeah, and the homie's like, yeah, that's some narco stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't really pay attention to the narco stuff too much, but I was watching, like I am now, right? Because I'm getting into all this like prison shit, and then I was watching El Mayo just pretty much talking on El Chapo on the thing. I was like, oh shit, yeah. And I said, yeah, I saw Mayo ratting on El Chapo because out here El Chapo's like the star, right? You know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like people are very hood about it, very tribal, bro. You know.
Back, can't remember, mid 2000s. He basically gets kidnapped by the DEA. They come to him and they say, we want to have a meet. We want to discuss a deal with you. He meets with them. They fucking kidnap him. They arrest him, but that's kidnapping, right? You're American agents on foreign soil. They take him back to Chicago, to the States, and they say, look, you're never going to see the light of day again. Around this time, Chapo is making a lot of bad publicity for Sinaloa, right? And Mayo never liked that. He was just like
he was like a butcher, right? El Chapo was mainly like he grew up being a butcher, like from very young. He was just a killer.
I'm not sure. I'm sure he dropped a lot of bodies. He was a farmer. He tended to poppy fields, right? But you know, as these guys get more famous, they fall in love with the clout, you know? So
the songs made.
Yeah, he was making a lot of bad publicity for the Sinaloa cartel, and he was really a glorified manager too. I want to point out, like they have him on a wiretap talking to the Flores brothers, who were their Sinaloa's main heroin distributor through Chicago,
right?
And he's discussing a heroin deal with them.
I heard that.
Like, why would a kingpin ever be talking on the phone about a deal? That's what a manager does. So Chapo was he was a glorified general manager,
right?
You know,
right.
So when Mayo's son gets popped, we've all got all of this going on, right? Mayo is he's on a recorded jail call. His son calls him from jail, and basically Mayo goes, "You do what you got to do," and that so that was basically him telling his son, "You can go ahead and give up info on Chapo," and that's exactly what he did. So. And that got him out of a life sentence. So they gave Mayo's son 15 years, but the info that he gave up on Chapo led to his final arrest. Okay?
Wow.
So flash forward to 2019, Chapo's son, Ovidio, El Raton they call him, gets raided by the military in Culiacan, a block from where we were just staying. And Mayo, out of whatever sense of guilt for having been responsible for getting his dad incarcerated in the United States forever, says, you're not taking his son.
Wow.
Yeah. Bro. Wild. And so they come down and they stop the military from taking his son. So it's dude, the Mexican telenovelas, the soap operas, it's lived out in real life. And these stories, I mean, there's a million of these stories.
So many of them.
Yeah.
So many of them, dude. It's
Chapo's,
so
one
crazy.
of Chapo's brothers was shot to death in prison.
They recently got Chapo's son, and there was a whole fucking shootout for him and whatnot. They were shooting at airplanes and whatnot, but they inevitably got him. Because at first they got him like a few years ago, but they let him go afterward. After the huge scandal, they were shooting him up and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
So they released him, but like this time they said Chales, and they got him in the airplane in time.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, he was in a maximum security prison. He was shot to death. I don't know exactly, but it's just like that kind of shit, right? It's they live a very gaucho, machismo, dramatic lifestyle. It's like played out in real life.
Yeah,
that's where they get these stories from. Even though they seem corny to us, like you watch these like, you know, these like I call them B movies, or you know, these kind of like low budget shows on Netflix, right? But they're taking these stories from real life.
Yeah. Well, you know, the other thing about the cartels is how much fucking money they make by trafficking people across the U.S. border.
Yeah, that's big too. That's big too.
Like $8,000 a head.
Yeah, and that's way better business because, you know, like there's no way those people are getting intercepted like coming from Colombia. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's actually way better. I'd much rather smuggle people.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And you always need people. Like there's always like it's a never-ending supply of people that want to get across, and it's just I don't know. Seems like a better gig.
Yeah, I had.
There's as long as there's gonna be poverty in Mexico and not poverty here, there will never be not a demand for people wanting to come over, right? You know.
Calderon in here a couple weeks ago, and he was basically talking about how the cartels loved Trump because he put on that whole border thing, that whole wall thing.
They love that. And that makes the price go up.
Yes.
That makes the price go up.
Exactly.
I'm like, dude, the cartels love the Republicans. Cartels are fiscal and social Republicans.
They really are.
You know?
That's so wild, man.
Yeah. Okay, so check this out. Talk about money. And this is in the episode that drops this Thursday. Connect. Check it out on YouTube. You've heard of YouTube. Our guy, our trap rapper, the guy, our liaison.
What was his name again?
El Enfermo.
El Enfermo.
Yeah. We may have to bleep that out. I'm considering bleeping it out because what I'm about to say.
Oh, really?
What I'm about to say, I don't know. I don't know if I can get him in that much trouble. I think it's exaggerated a little bit. But anyways, he brought us to a little section, like a 3 or 4 block section in the like the downtown area of Culiacan, and we're driving by, and he points out all of these little stands. They're like almost like little outdoor
prison YouTube shit.
Yeah, they're just little stands. They could be fucking lemonade stands, but they're money exchange places. So you can exchange dollars for pesos there. And what do you think is happening there? A lot of dollars, a lot of dirty narco dollars getting exchanged for pesos. He goes, yeah, they say they wash about $7 million a day just in this little 4-block area. $7 million a day.
A day.
That's $1.5 billion just in this one little neighborhood.
Oh my God.
In this one little city. $7 million. And he's like, yeah, they own they own the machines too. So they're laundering money at their own businesses.
That's insane.
Yeah, so there's a lot of money in drugs still. They are to Medellin. Cocaine is to Medellin what all drugs are to Sinaloa, and specifically Culiacan. Like I say that, it's like Silicon Valley of drug trafficking. They're on the cutting edge of everything, and it's so ingrained in the culture.
Now I think Colombia, Bolivia, and Peru are the #1 countries that are actually making coke, right?
For sure. Yeah.
I had a guy in here 2 days ago who lives in the Amazon rainforest.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah.
So he was telling me that there's literal factories in the like pop-up shops in the jungle where they're making this shit.
Yeah.
And he says that like under the Amazon, under like the canopies of the trees, they will cut out like tunnels where planes can fly down and land underneath the forest.
Wow.
Just to reload their fucking planes.
Yeah. Wow, that's insane. Yeah, everybody's getting in on it.
It is wild.
Everybody's getting in. It's totally changed. Everybody is kind of an independent
drugs should just be
operator now. You know, the cartels exist, but you know, I don't know how exactly it works in Colombia, but I know in with Sinaloa in Mexico, the cartel is now just an armed paramilitary group that guards drugs coming in from whoever basically wants to import them. Isn't that wild? So there's no more salary, there's no more payroll. It all got flattened. It all got, after Chapo fell, the entire organization restructured. So nobody's on payroll anymore. There's no, they used to have, everything used to be structured like a company, like a corporation, right? You know, the bodyguards, the people, you know, cooking the meth, all the way up to like the people that smuggled it across the border. Everybody was just paid a salary. Now that's all completely changed. Everything is independent. So it's just groups, families of different drug traffickers smuggling drugs, cooking drugs, growing drugs. Nobody tells them what to buy, who to sell it to, how much to pay for it, how much they can earn, where to sell it.
Interesting.
What they do, the only thing they have to do is pay protection money to the cartels because they're the ones who have the drug routes to America. And they're also the ones who pay off the cops, the military, politicians, etc. So it's a way different time. And it probably operates much that way in South America too, I would imagine, right? Because there's just too much technology now. You can't have a Pablo Escobar style Medellin cartel anymore. It's too easy to take something like that down. But you cannot take down the Sinaloa cartel. You just can't.
Compartmentalize.
Exactly.
Now, you said something about Australia being the biggest market.
Oh, the best place to sell drugs is 1,000% Australia.
And
dude, a gram of coke is like
dude, he doesn't even talk about the fucking
the
teenage narcos, bro.
$2 a gram in Medellin.
That's for the comments.
At 1,000 grams a shot. So imagine you get 2 of those to Australia, 2 keys to Australia, and just sell it out gram for gram. You got a fucking house on Sydney Harbor.
That is
what are you doing, dude?
Insane,
it's mind blowing. Yeah.
And it's obviously because it's so far away and it's so hard to get to. But I mean, you're paying all
excellent
these
content.
Like,
Excellent,
that's
dude.
all cost.
This guy can fucking tell a story like no
How does that
other.
equate to more profit?
Yeah, but I don't see nothing about the cartels
to get it there. Like,
yeah, but it's
militia.
not that much. It's you deal in volume, right? That's how you make money in the drug trade.
Mario's
You deal in
bodyguard.
volume. Call them off.
1, 2.
I guess that was the whole point, right? That it was the fucking the
Call them off
son
because
the son
they're
of Mayo.
every little
that
clan
called
from the
off
mountains.
The arrest of the
Just back to
son.
roost, but you know, and Mexicans. I asked this one guy. He was a bodyguard for El Mayo Zambada. He was like,
"Oh, is that who you talked to when you were down there?"
That was one of the groups we talked to. Yeah, we talked to several different, families. Or
How
clans.
did you get in contact with the bodyguards of El Mayo Zambada?
Yeah, Luis
put you in touch with those people?
Luis had a guy on the ground.
Just name dropping
Everything.
What the fuck?
You're like gonna get shot, boy.
We're gonna get them shot.
Trapeño, they call it. It's
Does
like
he have an Instagram?
It's yes, of course. It's like trap music. It's like Mexican trap music. It's dope. He's really fucking good. Yeah. So he would bring us around, and he met some of these guys. Yeah. It was fucking cool. They didn't let us film them on camera though. That's what No, you gotta have money. That's how that works down there. If you have enough money, you can get these guys to put masks on and carry their guns around and just do an interview with you. But you don't have
They did that. Did you see that with the kids, right? They did the narco thing.
I don't know, but they do that shit with everybody. You just fucking throw them a mask.
What, for your stupid YouTube show? Like, I don't need to be on camera.
Right.
What does this do for me?
Right. So
unless they have a YouTube channel.
Was Luis right? Was Luis actually with
Unless
you, or
they
was he just, like,
have a
this all on
YouTube
the
channel,
side?
that's
No, he was
the
like,
realest
no.
shit ever.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, we were down there filming. Like he was down there documenting how the Sinaloan cartel has moved in on like the legal weed market, more or less. Like weed's about to become legal down there, so they've opened all these dispensaries. I feel like I'm stealing Luis's scoop right now. What they've done is opened up dispensaries all throughout Culiacan, which is the capital of Sinaloa. And so it looks like LA. There's dispensaries everywhere. You walk in and it's like different strains. You got pre-rolls, you got edibles. I mean, it looks legal. Of course it's not.
And they're all cartel owned.
All cartel owned. The cartels own the grows, right? They own, so they're growing a bunch of indoor bud throughout the city and in the mountains. They still get outdoor weed too, and so it's vertically integrated. They control the grows. They control all of the dispensaries, and they get independent operators to do everything. But that's fascinating because that's how they've adjusted to losing profits when weed became legal in the States. You know, they lost a big export market. So this is kind of what they've done to make some of their money back.
That's fucking wild.
Wild.
So when you were talking to the bodyguards of El Mayo, first of all, people that don't know who El Mayo is, he's like the number one.
He's the boss of the boss. He's the old man. He's the guy that's never been caught. He's the only person.
He's the guy, like one of the two guys who started the Sinaloa cartel, right?
He actually didn't start it. He was there's not a lot of history on him because he's so secretive. The guys who started it are all the guys from the original. If you go watch Narcos Mexico, it was Angel Feliz Gallardo, it was Rafael Caro Quintero, and the other dude, can't remember his fucking name, Fonseca maybe. But he was working for them, just like Chapo didn't start the cartel. He was working for the Guadalajara cartel that later became the Sinaloa cartel. So maybe he was one of the founders. Fuck, I don't know. But he's one of the originals, and the only guy who's never been caught. And he's the most wanted drug trafficker on earth.
I wonder if he really is wanted, or if he is
totally, dude, or if he's got an agreement.
Right.
He's got an agreement because that's how a lot of these guys, according to Luis, that's how a lot of these dudes survive so long. Is they cut deals with either the DEA or the CIA, or the Mexican government, or both. And Chapo gave up information, right? All these guys have given up info on their rivals in the past. So who knows what is keeping him out of prison? But I'll tell you what, he's got a huge security apparatus. That's for sure.
What did his security have to say?
Well, first of all, the guy's got 8 different layers of security around him. He lives in the mountains. Owns ranches all over Sinaloa, right? But when we went to visit his #1 security team. There's 7 different security layers that we passed through on our way to meet them. So, and that means just guys who are posted up wherever he's at, and it's like a circumference, right? It's like that you just keep going out and out and out, and these different security layers make a ring around him, like a fucking military. It's not like a military. These guys are a military, and in Culiacan, they are the law. They are the military. So every time if you're driving along like the highway,
I don't think I'd want to go.
I'm cool at Culiacan. I hear they're really they culean in Culiacan.
Right?
Crazy,
the
huh?
main guys, the guys we talk to, they're like fucking 25-year-old kids.
Yeah, I can respect them Mayo then, right? You know what I mean? Maybe Mayo's sons are the ones that I guess was throwing the dimes, right? And he's all like, yeah.
They're not.
Throw dimes on that fucking idiot, bro. That fool wants to be a star. What the fuck, wait?
In the cartel,
you know what I mean?
Just got these jobs guarding him, and it was very weird. It was like these are like normal dudes. You know, guys got acne. A few of them have braces on, right? Smoking weed, watching Instagram videos.
Yeah, that's
not what you think. It's like it's not what you think at all.
It's very easy for that. Well, I mean.
Like the teenagers,
how easy it is for them to recruit kids to the cartels. You know, when you're a young kid.
Right
Those
there,
sound deadly.
Flashy shit. You're gonna want
braces.
Probably not a lot of older people because I'm sure.
Like maybe if they have the silver teeth, then yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's either that or you move up to doing something more administrative. Because I'm not sure how many people are actually dying in the stronghold anymore. If you're a soldier and you're going off to like a different state to fight like the Nuevo Jalisco cartel, which is like the rival down there, yes, your life expectancy is pretty low. But I think within the city and the area of Sinaloa itself, it was actually pretty safe because the cartels got such a stranglehold. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, big time. I just think the kids, nobody wants to be like sitting around. You know, it's boring. When you're guarding this old man in the mountains, it's fucking boring. You just sit around. Probably nothing's going to happen because there's so many other different security teams that are going to let you know if like the Marines are on their way.
So like, Maya has a bunch of little boys taking care of
them. The military makes it past the first security. They really were dumb enough to pull a raid. That old man, they would have that guy on the move so fast. And plus, they won't ever do that because I asked him that. I'm like, what if the fucking military does rush right now? And they were like, well, the same thing will happen.
What if they're all like super trained assassins?
Than when they tried to arrest Ovidio.
What was that?
Champo's
like
son.
super trained,
like
ninjas, bro. Like kids, teenage kids, but ninjas. They're taking care of Mayo, right?
Staying right by there.
They're the ones protecting Mayo.
Of him
up in the mountains, they say.
Like 3 ninjas?
Pulling him out of the house is so
but like
crazy.
bunch of them, maybe like 30
so
ninjas.
Fucking calm.
Yeah.
No, but like the movie 3 ninjas.
Pretty much like that, yeah.
They're panicking. The military, like whoever, the sergeant or the lieutenant, he's handing him the phone and he's like, call them off, because they're every little clan from the mountains descended on to Culiacan and just started going to war. It like that, and the guy who ordered that was Mayo Zambada.
Really?
Yep. He was the guy that said, "Do not let them take him." So you imagine what would happen if they tried to arrest Mayo? I mean, it would look like Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So that kind of threat of violence is so ingrained in the culture that you don't really have to worry about much when you're in the inner circle of the security apparatus inside the cartel. You know what I mean?
Pardon this brief interruption, but I want to take a minute to talk about this incredible supplement that I've been using for over a year now, after it was recommended to me by nutritional scientist Dr. Dominic D'Agostino on this podcast. I take Dom's advice when it comes to anything related to nutrition, diet, and longevity, because as we get older, these things become more and more important. That is why I started using Verso. Verso is a company that is dedicated to translating scientific breakthroughs into products that hold the potential to increase longevity. I take Cell Being this one right here, which contains nicotinamide mononucleotide, or NMN-based supplement, paired with naturally derived, micronized trans-resveratrol and TMG. These two chemicals are actually precursors to what's called nicotinamide iodine dinucleotide, which is commonly known as NAD. And NAD is essentially the precursor to energy, cell repair, and longevity. If you've ever tried fasting or even intermittent fasting, and you've gotten that feeling of
NAD?
super high energy.
I actually have some NAD or MNN. MNN. Some shit like that.
Is as we age, NAD
anti-aging pretty much.
When I found out I could naturally increase my body's activation of sirtuins and naturally activate my body's production of NAD, I was sold. And it is so much more affordable than doing NAD IV drips. Head on over to ver.so and use the coupon code CONCRETE at checkout to save 15% on your entire order. That's KONCRETE at checkout and get 15% off your entire order, or you can just go to ver.so/KONCRETE. It's linked below. Back to the show. It's so fucking crazy to think about. I've asked this question to so many people, and it's always like a laugh for people when I ask them this, but I'm like, could you imagine if the U.S., I don't even know if they have motive to do it or not. Like, there's so many conspiracies about how the U.S. is, like, involved in the cartels. And, like, there's that documentary that, I forget the name of it right now, but it's the documentary basically about the DEA agent who was murdered by the CIA agent.
Yes, okay.
Felice Rodriguez.
Not Felice Rodriguez. His name was, Come on. I know the name. Kiki Camarena.
He was a DEA agent.
Different security layers that we pass through on our way to meet them. So, and that means just guys who are posted up wherever he's at, and it's like a circumference, right? It's like that you just keep going out and out and out, and these different security layers make a ring around him, like a fucking military. It's not like a military. These guys are a military, and Kulia Khan, they are the law. They are the military. So every time if you're driving along like the highway out of the city, you know, people are on radios like, yep, these guys are moving towards the boss, right? So,
where's the poop? Seriously, if someone's colon is clogged and they have constipation and it's been 2, 3, or even 10 days without relief, where does it all go? The consequences can be serious. Heck, Elvis died from constipation and not a heart attack as previously believed. According to his longtime friend and personal physician, Dr. George Nicopolis, the autopsy revealed that Presley's colon was 5 to 6 inches in diameter, compared to the normal width of 2 inches, and it was 9 feet in length instead of the standard 4. Now, that might be an extreme example, but women who experience constipation once are more likely to have it happen again, and again, and again, which is why Dr. Gina Sam, a leading gut doctor based in New York City, just made a public announcement answering the "where does it all go" question. I was shocked to find out the truth. I had to see it with my own eyes to believe it. Dr. Sam served as the director of the very prestigious Mount Sinai Gastrointestinal Motility Center for several years in New York City. She was among the very first doctors to investigate the link between the microbiome and obesity, and one of the very few who specializes in solving constipation for good. Her main area of research is on perfect digestion and achieving full and complete elimination of the bowels. Dr. Sam recently made a controversial video demonstrating a 7-second bowel releasing morning ritual anyone can do at home. So for anyone feeling backed up, bloated, or constipated, tap below to see Dr. Gina Sam's 7-second morning ritual while it's still alive. It's like a pressure wash for the insides. It can get things moving again, clear out even the most clogged up bowels, and it can help anyone feel 10 to 15 pounds lighter almost instantly. Click the blue button on this video to see Dr. Sam's 7-second morning ritual now.
this starter pack, when you click the link, is going away. This starter pack right here, this starter pack that is so beloved, they are telling us that we can't put this combination of products together anymore, which I think is crazy. So click the link to get it because it's not going to be available on our regular website. You get a 3-ounce tube and a solid stick. You get to pick the scents of your choice, and then 2 free things. A body wipes and an acidified body wash is what I would recommend. Plus, this entire thing ships for free. I think like costs are rising, and the combination of products and the shipping is going to make it go away. And so yeah, just click the link. I can break the rules. I'm the founder. We improve the scents, and this is the best smelling Lumi ever. So you buy our deodorant in the cream and the solid stick. You get to pick your scents. Plus, you get 2 free items, and the whole thing has free shipping. It's going to ship to you for free. So get it while you can.
One of the opening acts. Now you're the headliner at the show you're doing down here.
Yeah, man.
You're on the come up, son.
A lot changes in 2 years, bro. Like, the last time I was down here 2 years ago, like in September, I was definitely just like an opening comedian, and I was even catching a hard time for that. Like Tyler set something up, but the dude Tyler, and now I'm fucking headlining, and we just added a show because they're selling out.
That's so sick, bro. I explained to you, like, I was telling Johnny last week when he was here, like...
My boy, shout out to Johnny Mitchell.
Johnny, yeah, he's sick. Your style of comedy is so much different than a lot of people because, to me at least, when I watch you and I listen to you talk to people, especially when you're roasting people, I feel like the main difference is a lot of other guys, I can tell they're trying really, really hard. Like,
right next door.
It's
I'm watching the podcast.
Worked hard on
good audio,
like, the shit they're talking about in their bit or whatever.
Yeah.
For you, I feel like it feels like you're not even
trying.
I changed it. Like it just comes naturally.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I grab one of these
bags. Not to toot my own horn, but that's the difference between somebody being good and somebody being great. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who does.
Okay, yeah, it was better the way it was.
You know, that's like when you're like, oh, this guy is natural instead of somebody who's not really a natural comic like and they're trying to really be a comedian. Like you know the difference in everything. Like somebody can practice real hard and be a great baseball player, but you can tell people who are born to play baseball.
Yes.
There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
So, and then being able to combine like the discipline and putting in like the hard work and the time into it, as well as having that natural ability. That's really what sets people off.
Oh, the comedian. That's right. Yeah.
I'm on the black dude.
Oh, it's the fucking
black dude.
He is the black dude though.
It's not super annoying, is it?
I
mean, you can.
Other than the drummer or the bass
for
player.
y'all, I was like, did you hear that?
He's the other black dude.
I gotta get the AC system replaced in this thing. Fucking
the black dude is definitely the.
But
bass.
the 10,000. Is that like the Malcolm Gladwell thing that he talks about?
Yeah, but it's real though, because like I can feel myself becoming like more of a natural on stage and just becoming more just like a seventh sense instead of like actually going out and do comedy. So it's like I'm just going on stage and giving you my personality while I'm performing instead of, I mean, I still have a set that, you know, I've written and prepared, but you know, like you'll look at comedians in the early days. Like if you look at Dave Chappelle, like a lot of stuff you do in your early days is real jokey. And then the more you do it and you become great, it becomes like more of you. Like nobody else can say it but you. Like if you look at Dave Chappelle now. So like that's the growth. You know, some people don't like it, but it's what comes natural.
You mean you kind of like fall into like this own lane you've created, like you kind of like carved out a niche for yourself and like a certain style, so you kind of like more like lean into that harder and harder.
Yeah, once you find your voice, that's what you know. You'll hear,
bro.
You'll hear a lot of comedians.
All right, I'm gonna check it
out. That's
bro. I was excited. I was thinking it was gonna be more, bro. Think at least 2, maybe 3, bro.
And
fucking no mames,
way. Right, because I found my voice and I know what inflictions I should say, and what's going to be funny and what's not going to be funny. So I know how to say it, and why to say it, and where to say it.
Right. Yeah, you definitely know how to read the room.
Yeah. That's very important, man. Like, like a lot of comedians like always ask me for advice, and I'm like, bro, just be funny. Like, you know, stop trying to like have a scientific formula to be funny. Like, just be funny.
Yeah.
Sí, bueno.
Just be
you.
Yeah, just be you, bro.
Yeah.
Go and say
Dígame.
You said you just moved to Austin?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm out there in Austin now.
How long you been there?
Since August. So I moved.
Joe moved you down?
Yeah, man. You know, Rogan had to get all the best down there. He had to get all the best people down there, man. He's creating like a comedy utopia, man. I mean,
didn't like Duncan move down there too,
Duncan
and a bunch of guys
down there, Tim Dillon, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tim Dillon, yeah. So what's the scene like there now? Is it just like way bigger than it was before all that? I'm sure it has.
So
to
the
be,
first
right?
time I ever went to Austin was shortly after I did your podcast, which was like December 2020.
Yeah.
And Rogan was there. They had did a couple of shows, and I came down there to do some shows with Tony, and then I would hit up other spots, and the scene just wasn't a scene. Like, it was just people on stage, you know, writing some shit. I mean,
local people and stuff.
Yeah, saying some shit they just wrote that day, and it's like, fuck, bro. I'm like, if this, like, it's not gonna make me better. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if this is the
They're, like,
fucking
gonna dumb you down.
Yeah, because I'm like, because in LA, bro, you might have to follow a killer. You might have to follow.
You gotta be ready.
You might have to follow a Theo Von in LA, and you're like, oh shit, I better bring my A game. But these motherfuckers here, you're like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, Rogan started doing a residency, and I do it a lot with him. It's every Tuesday most every Tuesday and Wednesday.
What does that mean, residency?
Where you just continuously do shows at the same place.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so he does a residency at this place called a Vulcan, and that's pretty much every Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's a great show to be on. Like, he expects new material. He doesn't want you to do the same thing over and over again. He really challenges comedians, and
yeah, you get these like
that's why when he opens
right?
his club, it's gonna be the best club in the nation, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Because I don't feel like any comedy club has ever opened a comedy club to focus on the comedian. Every, you know, comedy club has opened
some wild
focus
shit,
on
bro.
how we're gonna make
Well, it's
money.
just like like remember
how we're gonna maximize profits.
No one does it on
he's
Facebook
actually
anymore.
opening a comedy club where it's like,
but that's how Facebook was.
first.
People would just
you know
like,
what I'm saying?
Right, he doesn't have to worry about the business side. I mean, you do, but not like you're not doing it just because you have to.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
that's like his whole like theme,
bro. Like,
delivery 8 p.m.
Rogan's so dope, bro. Like,
and
like I said, I've never seen a comedy club be built
I want
before.
to get stoned,
but he'll bring us
hurts.
all in. He'll be like, what do you think about this? What should we do? And it's like, damn, like I have input.
Wednesday turn up, we inside.
In one of probably there's going to be a historic comedy club.
Yeah.
And I have input. What you think about this color? What you think about that color? What you think about
Thank you for
this
the support,
What you think
ladies
about
and
having
gentlemen.
Drake right now? Like, we should lower the ceiling so that the sound
Thursdays,
it's like,
Fridays,
wow,
and Saturdays.
Input, you know what I'm saying? So it's like mind blowing. And you know, it's taking a while because he's like taking his time to fine tune everything so that we have the best lighting, so that we have, you know, whatever, the best measurements, so that the sound stays in the room the best. So like, we were there a few months ago, I believe it was maybe
dude, I was just
August.
thinking about it. I think my face got fat from all the drinking,
I had just freshly moved. So either August or September, and Louis C.K. was in town, and he told Rogan, he's like, these ceilings are way too tall.
What do you mean?
Really?
Yeah, he's like, these ceilings are way
Just
too
like
tall.
that.
Yeah, and Rogan's like, well, what we gotta do?
How tall do they gotta be?
Yeah, and so
maybe that's probably
he
what it
lowered
is,
the
bro.
ceilings, man, like 7 feet.
No
like 7
way.
feet.
Oh,
Just because, you know,
feels more intimate, maybe.
more intimate in the,
Yeah, what do
in
you
the
do for
lab.
work
Like,
now,
you
bro?
know, you get a full, you put 250 people in a room. I think
how's
the
that
one
working
room
for you?
holds 250, the other one's gonna hold like 175.
It's a good friend.
Just put
It
250
keeps you
people
company.
in the room.
It's a motivational factor, all right.
No, dude. Well, even right now, because I was thinking, like, well,
Yes.
fuck. Because I was thinking of going
That's
Wednesday,
good he's
right?
doing that, bro. You
To
know
go get
damn
food,
well
but
he
then
didn't
I
do
was
any
like,
of that when he set up
fuck,
that
like,
Red podcast studio. He
weather
didn't talk to
shit.
anybody.
Bro, I fucking
He might have talked to one guy. Yo, what should I do to this? Make it look like fucking.
Bro, and it
You
was at
didn't put water in
250.
it? You didn't put
Bro,
water in it?
that's him. Like,
Yeah, that was Joe's vision for sure.
yeah.
That was
like,
him building what he
Damn, huh?
wanted.
Like, bro, even when we were,
I did it at,
you know,
I did it at,
talking
I did it
about
at,
designs, he's like, yeah, I want the bar to look like the bar from The Shining.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you got money. You know what I'm saying? You got money like that. And like he's real passionate about comedy, but more so he's more passionate about the comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's
the experience being there.
He takes
I think
care
it
of
should
all
have been.
his
It should have been
like,
cooked
you know
the
what I'm
first
saying?
time.
That's why it was easy.
Yeah, no, should be. It was ready, but it wouldn't have been like fall off. Like
yeah.
And I was like, well, this is a racist. Give me more.
Yeah.
I think I like racist.
Bro, it's so crazy how a lot of the comedians will just fucking turn their backs on people when they get called out for being racist or saying some like anti-Jew shit on the media or whatever.
Yeah, but these comedians will never make it.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
These comedians will never make it. Or if they make it, you know, they'll be soy boys. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
for 10 hours.
It's like, bro, your time's gonna come. Like, there's gonna be a time when some shit about it's inevitable. If you're in the spotlight, some shit is gonna come your way.
Every hour,
you're gonna have some. You're gonna have some disgruntled bitch. You're gonna have some old employee. You're gonna have something where somebody tries to take from you because America's just a greedy place. So if somebody sees an opening and they try to, you know, slide into that opening, then they can cook up whatever. It's like, bro, like. If a girl came out from 15 years ago and she was like, I didn't really want to have sex with him, but we had sex. It's like, bitch, I don't know. Like, maybe I did talk you into it because that's what guys do.
Just to steam it,
Let's go get a drink and see how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, girl. Let me just stick it in a little bit. Let me get 10 pumps. Let me get 10 pumps. Every guy has done that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Every guy has coerced his way into a girl's vagina.
Yeah,
that's what men do.
That's what animals do.
Every guy has been, come on, man, you boy, let me just eat it.
Every man has
like every guy has done that. So you know, if some girl were to say he coached me into having sex with him, it could be
That's
true.
The game.
Right.
That's the game.
That's
like
life.
Every guy, you know, takes a bitch out for drinks in hopes that she gets loose and go home to fuck. Is that wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's a big difference in me taking you to drinks to get loose versus like popping something in your drink like Bill Cosby. You know
Bro, the crazy thing about that whole N-word thing with Joe that they tried to cancel him for it is I saw I don't remember how long ago, maybe it had to have been over a year ago before the whole thing happened recently with him.
Yeah, when
he was doing his stand-up routine and he actually brought it up during his stand-up routine. He's like, there's a video out there saying the N-word compilation a bunch of times, and he was like, I forget what the joke was, but it was
like, even I went, fuck.
Yeah. He's like, even I thought I was racist for a second.
Yeah, he like, bro, before it came out, you know what I'm saying? He told all of us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I know your heart, dog. Like, even if you call a black person N-word, I'd be like, Joe, you fucked up, but I know your heart. You know what I'm saying? I know your heart, dog. Like, and you know, you helped me take care of my kids, and you helped me establish myself in Austin. So,
Chinese app,
what? I know this dude's heart. It's a great man. He's opened his house to me, and you know, opened his money to me, his pockets, and opportunities to me. So it's like, bro, like I know your heart, and if you're advancing people of color,
it is.
Put everything just in one, and then it'll do it for you.
It'll do everything.
And it's like Patrice O'Neal said, comedians are all trying to be funny.
Basically, like.
And Patrice said the birth of a funny joke and an unfunny joke come from the same place, and you don't know if it's funny until you say it. And Rogan gets stoned, he gets high, and I can see how the story of the Planet of the Apes, and I felt like I was in Planet of the Apes, came about. You're trying to be funny.
No,
I've tried to be funny before and it came out racist, and you just didn't say it. You're like, oh fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, that happens, you know, especially you know, you're on your podcast. You know, if we start drinking and passing a blunt around, and we start talking about Indians or Asians or whatever, something racist can come out because I might say a funny, then he tries his thing at being funny, and it might not come out right. But people were not in that moment. They take stuff out of context. And then they run with it. And you know, it's just
oh, the Rogan video.
But whenever you're in a situation where you have to say, I'm not racist, you f***ed up. And I clearly have f***ed up.
That was weird.
It's all good, Joe.
You could tell they edited that too. Like there were some cuts. They cut it down. They cut it down to be shorter.
The media hated on Joe because of his whole stance on the COVID vaccines.
And because he has more influence than they do.
He has a bigger influence. He ran circles around Sanjay Gupta. And you know, it's like now they owe him a big apology when these articles come out about the vaccine possibly causing myocarditis and fucking up girls' periods, and women that are 60 years old getting the vaccine and getting a period again after not having a period for 30-something years, and then women becoming infertile. Like somebody owes him an apology. It should be on CNN.
Yeah.
Like for someone to be weary of a vaccine that wasn't really tested like that, I mean, you don't got to go back too far. If you look at black people, you know what I'm saying, with the people in the Tuskegee experiment, you know what I'm saying?
Which one is that?
Isn't it the Tuskegee experiment where
Tuskegee?
Was that it? Where they were giving black people, they're supposed to be giving them a vaccine and then they like injected them with smallpox.
I don't want to.
What? I don't think I heard about this.
You ever heard?
Find it.
The Tuskegee experiment.
Nothing in town for us, bro.
Yeah,
the syphilis study.
Syphilis, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I would love to do this shit in Watson, there's no money in Watsonville, bro.
Okay. In 1932, the USPHS, working with a Tuskegee Institute, began.
Been there, dog. You know what I mean?
Scroll down
began a study to record the natural history of syphilis. It was originally called Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male, now referred to as the USPHS Syphilis Study at Tuskegee. The study initially involved 600 black men, 399 with syphilis, 201 did not have the disease. Participants informed consent was not collected. Researchers told the men that they were being treated for bad blood, a local term used to describe several ailments, including syphilis,
Derek and
anemia,
the band
and
went to a
fatigue.
sesh that I got him to perform for, right?
So it says in exchange for taking part of the study, they received free medical exams, free meals, and burial insurance.
What?
So it's like, so for black people to be wary of a fucking vaccine.
Like, come on.
Well, black people, the African American population, and specifically in like New York, I think, were having the most adverse medical side effects to that vaccine. I think than anybody.
week is not bad, bro.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because that's what I was
I've had
saying.
that
Like, bro, if I'm gonna fucking come,
I
work
have never
all
had
the way
it.
over here and have you guys
Never
bitch.
fucking had it.
Yeah, I got it once.
Like I thought about it, like everything,
Bro, it's
like,
weird. I've gotten sick. Like I've gotten the same
being stuck in
symptoms multiple
traffic
times, and I
and,
tested
like,
myself,
right.
and I always tested
Never
negative.
take my loss because it'll
Here's
even
one
out,
thing.
bro.
Yeah.
It'll even out.
The one that was out last year,
That's exactly what happened.
I
It
took
evened out.
hella tests, bro, because I was sick.
I gotta go
I've
get
had
this
like
shit
2 or
filled
3
out.
times. And I took hella tests.
It's because I need to sign up for
came
like
back
job.
negative, but then I tested
They want to make sure I'm
positive like a week later for
Next time,
antibodies.
I don't know.
Strong antibodies. Like I had just got over.
So I probably had it. I never took the
Gotta get my
antibiotics.
kids.
Yeah. So I was at Rover
Probably
Studio.
this. I don't think I'm gonna
Oh,
go to
really?
Turlock. It's raining.
He has an on-call
It's
doctor.
kind of like, nah,
No
we're
shit.
doing the training.
Do you still do that?
All right, then. Well, if
What's
anything,
that?
Is he still doing that test for everyone now?
No, that was last year.
Yeah, that could not have been cheap. But yeah, bro, there's so much fucking sketchy shit that's happened in the history of this country with vaccines and shit. Even in like Afghanistan, they